Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even want to start today. I didn't want to start today. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
Oh, Canada.
Or as the post says, go, Canada.
I turn my face to thee.
Holy crap. What a weekend.
Tom,
What a life.
See, this is what happened when you gloat.
It's not just Tom. It's not just Tom getting his ass kicked this weekend. Everybody got their ass kicked this weekend. Everybody got their ass kicked this weekend.
I think I'm out of the survivor pool, too. I think I picked Seattle, right? Yeah.
I believe you did, and you
glad
are
out. Glad that's over.
Out because
like
of a 3,500-mile flight that did not do any problem to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They had no problem.
Yeah, the only people that flew farther than Tampa Bay was Vlad Guerrero home runs this weekend.
Oh, my God. What a
Have they landed yet?
All right, let's just start here. It's Bart and Carlin. We are on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app and on the ESPN New York YouTube page. It is good to be with you. You always perk me up on a Monday morning. You're wearing a T-shirt with Jesus on it, which makes me
That's the only person
remember that he died for our sins. And listen, people are worse than I do right now.
See, these are even the weps. See the holes in the shirt? It represents the weps.
I do, but what it reminds me is that as a Catholic, as always, you can never feel bad because somebody else always has it worse than you do. And as New York sports fans from this weekend, I don't know who that is.
Exactly. I mean, they might need to call the guy off my shirt into the rotation because he can do a lot better than Max Fried. I'm sure of that. Oh, my God.
Well, I don't know. If Jesus was tipping his pitches like Max Fried, maybe not. I want to get into that. I just want to start there. We understand, okay? We understand. Just let me do this. Let me do this because I have a lot of things to say that I'm not going to make any accusations here on any front. I want to be clear about that. But there are things being said out there, and there are things that are happening that are raising eyebrows. I just want to start here, okay?
Okay.
This is Buster Olney this morning with DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Max Fried just got lit up last night. I mean, he was terrible. Aaron Boone acknowledged after the game that his command wasn't at its best. Hunter felt like his stuff was still really good, but, man, they were on everything to the point that I'm sure that the Yankees are asking questions coming out of that game like, okay, what is he giving away? How is he tipping pitches? How were they on everything that he threw? He would throw a breaking ball, 75-mile-per-hour curveball, they were on it. He was throwing his fastball 95 miles per hour, they were on it. And even after he left the game, they were on everything that Will Warren was facing. The idea that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would get to that fastball 96 miles per hour in off the plate, he had to have been anticipating it. And why was that? I'm sure that, all the pitching minds that the Yankees have in their organization last night were trying to figure out what happened. And I do think we got to give credit to the Blue Jays offense, which is really underrated because they don't hit home runs in the volume that the Yankees do. They don't have the future Hall of Famers necessarily that the Dodgers do, but it's a team that led the majors in on-base percentage. They had the lowest strikeout rate in baseball. They constantly come at you by putting the ball in play, better than any other team. And so they're a very good offensive team, and Max Fried had a terrible game.
Okay. They're a very good offensive team, and Fried had a terrible game. However, 23 runs over 2 games. Buster said in there, even after Fried came out, the swing by Guerrero, boy, he really anticipated that pretty well. Listen to Fried on what went wrong.
They obviously had a really good approach. They were on a lot. They're on a lot of my pitches, and credit to them. I didn't get it done. It's frustrating, especially coming out in a game like this, and I needed to have a good one and come out with 5-0 lead and 2 guys on it's putting you in a pretty big hole.
They were on a lot of my pitches. And he also went on to say at a different time that I pride myself on keeping guys off balance, and they weren't off balance. You tell me. When you hear guys talk like that, does it not raise an eyebrow as to what's going on?
Listen, they're speaking that way on purpose, right? But that doesn't negate the fact that since they went into the House of Horrors, they got their ass kicked to the tune of 75-41. This ain't just happened today or yesterday. This has happened every time they went there. They're 8-2.
It's interesting that you say that. Now these are numbers that are not necessarily ones that blow others away, but the Blue Jays this season had the second best home record in all of baseball and the first best record at home in the American League. All right, they were 54-27 at home.
Okay.
And they were a game under 500 on the road.
Okay.
Which, okay.
What's the Yankees? I bet you the Yankees are pretty much the same.
Not the same. The Yankees won some more games on the road. But then
I like how I like where you're going. I like where you cook. This is going to give people like Tom, this is going to give everybody hope. They can win the next two on the road.
All I'm going to say is that I got a few more things to lay out for you. The Blue Jays at home this season, offensively, led the American League in runs. They scored 65 more runs at home than they did on the road. Think about that. And if you include the last two games, just a 2-game difference, they scored 88 more runs at home than they did on the road this season. 88. OPS, Blue Jays at home led the American League. Batting average led the American League. On-base percentage led the American League. Numbers on the road weren't bad, but they weren't nearly as good when your OPS at home is 50 points better than it is on the road. And you score 23 runs in 2 games, and it's against different pitchers. It doesn't make anybody look up and think, wait a second, what's going on here?
Of course. That's they can't possibly beat the Yankees that way. Hey, Tom, how was your Savage? How was your Savage? Because he can't tip his pitches, right?
He was killer. That's what happened. He threw so many splitters that it completely threw the Yankees off guard.
It is more reasons why the Yankees lost than just the fact that they were able to give up the pitching struggle. The whole team struggled.
Yep. Because
the bats went dead. And don't give me this like Jets last minute Justin Fields, look at my stats. We put up 7.
No.
Don't give me that.
No.
That game was over from the start. So much so that Savage only had to throw 78 pitches, and he had to come out and get a curtain call.
I'm not lying. 9-0. The ball had not landed from Guerrero, and my channel was turned to the red zone, and I was done.
Right.
Done.
So, listen, if they are cheating.
I'm not saying cheating. Cheating is a very, very strong word.
Are they doing a Liam Cohen and Robert Saleh? They steal singles better than anybody. They're one of the greatest stealing people. They got a great squad. Is that what we're talking about?
It's funny because the Yankees have been accused of that by the Blue Jays. This was September 7th, and John Schneider, the Blue Jays manager.
Yeah, they were relaying. Yeah, they're good at it. Max has got to be a little bit better. It was obvious in the changeups. Rice just missed the one, foul homer, and it's fair game. The whole Major League Baseball knows the Yankees are good when they got something. I'm not the only one that's going to say it. Maybe I'm the only one that's going to say it publicly, but we got to do a better job of making sure we're not giving anything away. So at the end of the day, you got to be tight. You got to make pitches. But yeah, it was pretty clear Bellinger was giving it to Judge, and Judge was giving it to Rice. Yeah.
So the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. How the song go? It's a problem when I do it. When they do it, do it. Uncle, remember that song? You don't know the same song.
You're looking at Tom. He's 24.
Do you even know the artist who sang the song?
Yeah, I think it's the biggest, the Big X.
Yeah,
dude.
Then absolutely.
Here's the point. They're getting their ass kicked.
Yes.
Left and right. They got their ass kicked the last 2 days.
Quit trying to make excuses and find solutions.
Well, is it excuses when they are taking massive cuts at the ball on pitches that I don't know how a guy like Clement, for instance, is anticipating a breaking ball on the outer half of the plate in the first pitch of an at-bat, and he turns and hits it for a home run. I don't know how that happens.
Even if you know the pitch is coming.
You still have to do it.
Don't you got to hit it?
Yes, you do.
Because if that's the case, when I watch a home run derby, it should be whenever they swing, it should be a home run.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still have to do it.
Listen, we can't make excuses, right? Especially when you've been accused of the same crimes. It is what it is. All the time that Peyton Manning and the coach used to steal our signals and all that stuff, and if we knew it or we assumed it, we made sure that we went with our wristbands and we changed our operation. You got the telecom, whatever they got in there, that's on them.
Yeah.
Like when Yu Darvish basically got exited out of the Dodgers because he was tipping pitches when they were in the playoffs, like that's the gamesmanship.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cheating.
No, listen. I cheating is not the word I would use. I would
So
say.
what's the complaint then?
The complaint would be
advanced analytics.
The complaint
advanced
would
scouting?
be. The complaint would be there's something. It feels like something's not right. That's what the complaint would be. That's what it would be. And I don't feel like it's just tipping pitches.
But what I'm saying is, if something's
because
not
it's
right,
been multiple pitchers.
if something's not right, then what's wrong though?
I don't know. It feels like there are times where it feels like there's times where the Blue Jays know what pitch is coming. They're certainly swinging aggressively through the first couple of games at home. And when I look at what they did since the middle of August at home, their numbers are off the charts.
Okay, Snyder just said Judge was giving it to somebody and somebody was giving it to Ben Rice.
He's talking about guys who were on base. He's talking about that.
You're saying this is something different.
I'm saying
you saying this some Astro, we gonna have an investigation? Tom, it's okay, Tom. Sun will come out tomorrow, brother.
I'm saying I'm not the only one who thinks
it could be worse.
Something's up. That
the Jets and Giants will never make it to the playoffs.
Whether Fried is tipping his pitches, whether somebody's giving some information away that they don't even realize they're giving away. However it's happening, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Fried clearly thought that something was going on. If you look at the way he's shaking his head yesterday and you listen to his comments, Fried clearly thought something was going on.
I was looking at Chapman and Altuve.
Now, I'm not saying anybody's got a buzzer on their chest.
No, you said they got on their testicles.
No, who would put that there on purpose?
Because if you miss it, it's going to be pain.
No, man. All I'm saying is, when I look at this front to back, it looks like an ass kicking, the likes of which we did not expect.
We didn't expect.
And the Yankees lost 7 of 8 up in Toronto this year.
Right.
Just really got beat up there.
Well, listen, you got to turn to Rodon. We don't have time to worry about it. We can't figure it out yet.
Well, now that's true because the last couple of days, I really don't know what there is to say about the last couple of days, other than we know that Weaver cannot get the ball in any kind of important situation anymore. Is that fair to say? I think that's fair to say. We also understand that the Yankees pitching has to be infinitely better the next couple of days to have a shot. And whether or not these runs came in bunches in different times, however they came, they were absolutely an abomination with how hard they were getting hit. And that just cannot happen here. I don't believe the Yankees are dead, but, boy, they're on life support.
I mean, this is the thing. When we go and we talk about, like, yesterday, just going to forget about Saturday? You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
They put 10 up on Saturday, too, though.
Yeah,
it's not just yesterday.
And the Yankees offense put up how much?
I get it.
Once again, when the Yankees go, it's because their bats get silent.
When you give up 10 and 13 runs, you don't have a chance. You don't. It doesn't matter what your offense is not going to go out there and score 15.
So that's what I'm saying. That's who let them down.
I think that all the way around, I don't know how you can be optimistic in what's going on right now, but I don't feel like they're dead. I feel like they're on life support. Tom, as the resident Yankee fan right here, what are you feeling?
Well, Chris, if they need life support, they're going to need like one of those electric charges to the chest.
Give me the paddles.
Yeah, they need the paddles.
Yeah.
Because it's not looking good. Like Judge talked about it yesterday. They've been down 0-2 before, and they were able to come back with the situation in Cleveland back in 2017. It could play out in front of our eyes like that. The Yankees have the Blue Jays number at Yankee Stadium. But here's the thing. When it comes to the Yankees' approach at the plate, I don't know if that's something they can fix in a day. They tried going extremely aggressive throughout the playoffs. They tried it in Toronto with Kevin Gausman. They couldn't make solid contact, so they tried a more patient approach yesterday, and they couldn't. Their minds were just all over the place. They're swinging at a splitter in the dirt every single time.
They say he reminds them of Tong. His delivery is the over top. We don't know it. Yo, when the guy got you talking like that, he in your head, bro. Like, I don't know, man. You can't explain why he kicking your ass.
Well, the Yankees got Schlittlered yesterday. That's what
basically,
happened. Yeah. And they frankly,
it's no film on them.
If they had been able to keep that game to 5-0, they had an excellent chance to come back. If they were only going to limit that kid to 70 pitches,
it was the Vlad. Vlad put the nail in the coffin.
It absolutely crushed it. Absolutely
crushed
nail
in the coffin.
And when Warren gave it up, the game was over at that point. But if they kept it at 5-0, the Yankees couldn't have been happier to get that guy out of the game. He was spectacular. That is a splitter, the likes of which I have not seen since Mike Scott. I mean, that was pretty bad. And that splitter was so good back then, the Mets thought he was cheating with Mike Scott in '86. And I'm not saying that either about this kid. That was unbelievable what he was doing yesterday. They did not have a chance against those pitches.
The same way we tipped our hat to Schlittler, we got to tip our hat to this kid. And that's what happens when you come out there and nobody has any film. There's no data on you.
Yeah.
Right? They get up on you, and it's like you think it's something because you're watching it on film, and then you have to face it.
When you see it come out, and a fastball is coming out at 96, 97, high, and this splitter is coming out at like 85, you don't have a chance. Like, Buster made the point this morning, like, you watch the Yankee hitters, Bart, they're like bailing out. They're going down low. Their back knee is on the ground. Everybody's back knees has dirt on it.
Who's that fell?
Exactly.
Bellinger?
They looked
Another one bites the dust?
They didn't have a chance against that pitch, and that has nothing to do with them. That had more to do with how good that guy was.
Right.
That guy was fantastic.
You got to tip your cap. You know what I mean? Everything was on Max.
But if that game is kept manageable,
everything was on Max.
Yes.
It was Max's job. They knew this kid was going to be difficult, but it was supposed to get into the bullpen, and that was the game plan. And Max was not bad. He was awful.
He was bad. He was very bad.
So $218 million, that's what you got.
Let me ask you a question. When a guy like that is 11-1 during the season after your team loses a game with a 1.82 ERA,
yeah,
and he gets bombed in the next game like that, is it as simple as he didn't have it?
It's brutal. It's brutal because that's what you were depending on. All you depend on is past experiences. Don't worry. Like that they looked at Max yesterday. Everybody said, "Oh, the first one gonna be is Toronto's only chance." That's what Tom told me. He said at Toronto. He said the first one is their only chance. Then after that, we got them because you had them lined up. You had Max, Rodon, Schlittler, and two of your heroes. They got the first one, so you're like, all right, whatever. We just come here to steal one on the road, and we'll close out in Yankee Stadium. And now you got to go win a tough one. Now we got to see what the hell you made out of. Now Rodon is going to be having some stressful pitches because he knows that this is back against the wall. I don't want to be the one that let go of the rope, even though the baton wasn't handed to me.
Well, here is Aaron Boone on being down 0-2.
You know, it's the postseason. Anything's going to happen. You know, you never know if it's going to be a pitcher's duel till the end, or
that's
obviously they're going to explode early on. So they've been able to do that both games and kind of put us at bay early when they were able to put up 6, 7, 8 runs. The first couple innings makes it tough to kind of climb back as an offense, but it doesn't faze us offensively. We still climb back tonight a little bit, but we got to kind of take it to them. When we get back to New York, we got to be the ones to score first and kind of put the pressure on them and kind of flip the script.
Listen, that was Judge. It was obviously not Boone. It was mislabeled here, but that's okay. What's
point
clear
taken
is 100% accurate. All of it's true. All of it's true. And that's what's particularly frustrating about this is that that you can come back and you can win the series as you did, being down 1 in that game, or in that series, the 2 out of 3. And now you're down 2. You continuously put your back against the wall. It's very difficult to try to come back from that. Every time. You continuously do it. Good luck. All you needed was a split. All you needed was to try to find a way to get one of these. And look, if the Blue Jays at home mysteriously are a whole lot better than they are on the road, what am I supposed to think? Am I not supposed to raise an eyebrow to 23 runs in 2 games?
I mean, it's a lot of teams that's better at home than they are on the road.
But that much better? That much better?
This can't be the greatest home field advantage that any playoff team has ever had.
No, it shouldn't be. But I look at the month of September, and I look at what's gone on the last couple of days, and how big and aggressive and well-timed all of those swings were yesterday. I mean, I don't think I'm being the jackass for raising an eyebrow. That's all. There's no direct accusations here. It's just,
it's indirect.
Makes me wonder.
It's indirect.
Yeah, it makes me wonder.
It's suggestive.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm suggesting that when I see all of that empirical evidence that would suggest that the Blue Jays are infinitely better at home, and then I watch them actually swing the bats this weekend, yes, it suggests to me, it feels like something's up.
Well, come out and say it then. Don't be.
Well, no,
don't
because
be
I can't say it. I don't know it to be true.
Because guess
that
what?
would be irresponsible.
Because guess what? Snyder came out and said what? Yeah, he was giving it to him, and he was giving it to him.
But Snyder had evidence of it. I don't have evidence of it. All I'm saying is
no. I'm not talking about you.
Yeah,
I'm talking about Max.
Well,
come out and say it, right? If that's what you feel, say it so that MLB can look into it. Because you might have to go there Game 5. And don't you want to tell the referees, hey, man, they be holding, or this illegal thing, or they offsides, right? Don't you want it to be known?
They always
so put
listen,
your damn
you know
name,
how
put
this
your
goes
damn
in
name
football.
To it.
They're in the officials' ears before the game. Hey,
but
keep an eye on this.
Say it publicly.
Yeah.
Like Snyder was
well,
indirect.
We see that in the NBA, hoping to get it in the next game.
Snyder was direct, wasn't he?
He was very direct.
Then be direct. Don't be passive aggressive. Drop your marbles.
So here's the question. 800-919-3776. Your reaction to the Yankees this weekend, just where is your confidence level in being able to come back? And do you buy that there's anything to this? That there's no reason to think that there is any reason to think that something's up. The lines are open now at 800-919-3776. Jose in Brooklyn is going to start us off on ESPN New York today. Jose, what's going on?
Good morning, Chris, Bart. I'm just annoyed with how the Yankees have turned out to be, and this is a situation where it looks like the Blue Jays really wanted every part of this matchup because they're just better. They're just showing that not only that they're the better fundamental team, they're just a flat-out better baseball team. And all the talk about the home runs and everything, they're showing that they have a lot more pop. And this has just been a total miserable experience as going off the high of beating Boston. Now it's just dissipated within these last 2 games because the Yankees have not stepped up. And once again, you got Jeter, A-Rod, and Big Papi all pretty much, having a good old time laughing about how this is not the, same old Yankees, and, pretty much Jeter saying it takes a contribution from everyone, and yet everyone's kind of pretty much slumping in the same old playoff fashion. It's annoying, and of course my Jets are horrible, which I know you guys will get into, and I just can't wait for Nick basketball. This is just getting really
wow,
bad.
This is where we are already. This is where on October 6th. I can't wait for Nick basketball.
We told him.
Holy crap! What are we doing?
We told the Yankees we needed them. They let us down, Tom.
Well, they listened for a day.
We told them. We said, "Hey, we need you." I don't know.
Bart, it's October 6th, and we're talking about the Nick opener.
Bro, we ain't even went and got our costume shopping yet. We ain't even started thinking about. We ain't even got no pumpkin. You carve a pumpkin yet, Tom?
No.
You ain't even look at a pumpkin yet. The only pumpkin you got was this pumpkin spice latte.
Oh, no. All this pumpkin spice crap, get it out of here.
I got plenty of Spirit Halloweens up. That's what I got.
Did you get any Sam Adams, like Oktoberfest type beer or something like that?
No. It's October 6th, and we are actually mentioning the Knicks.
Then to the
holy crap, 1-9 in football.
This is how bad it's been to be a New York fan. With all that being said, the exclamation point is that the Patriots are back. Like, damn it! Damn it! We ain't got nobody to be miserable with.
800-919-3776. On the Yankees, we're getting to the football here momentarily, but what are you making of what the hell is going on right now? Honestly, do you think they still have a chance in this series? You feel like they're dead in the water, keep putting themselves up against the wall. Bart and Carlin, we're just getting started. 800-919-3776 on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York app.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
In Queens on the LIE, careful eastbound by Oceana Street, exit 28. Police activity, left lane. There's a missing sewer grate, and traffic is backed up from at least Utopia Parkway east on the LIE. Grand Central is better. Van Wyck stacked up north and southbound by Queens Boulevard. That's construction work. And the Hudson River crossings into town, about a 15-minute delay at the George Washington Bridge. Upper, lower level, minor delays. Lincoln and Holland tunnels with a 5 to 15-minute backup. Path with scattered delays, but the service is restored in and out of Hoboken. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Uline, the prevailing opinion is, if you don't live it, you don't believe it. The people at Uline believe in hard work, and they live it by being there 24/7 to answer your call, having 41,000 items in stock, and offering same-day shipping from 12 locations across North America. Business owners, sellers, buyers, shippers, and packers believe it. Uline is the hard-working, dependable source for your shipping and industrial supplies. Visit uline.com.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new Parlay Zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet, Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang! It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN on the ESPN New York app, on YouTube as well. If you are not joining us there, why wouldn't you be? Of course, you want to see what this looks like, actually physically, because it's impressive. At least half of it is, Bart.
All of it, Big Sexy.
In our ESPN New York YouTube page, we are there. You can catch the show. You can also make sure that you get in the chat, because we will get involved in that. We got to.
It's enough pain to go around for New York.
We'll get a lot of your
spread out.
We got 3 hours to spread out the pain. 3 hours, and then we got other things around the league, and we got Nacho. What happened with Sanchez?
Man,
that is a weird situation.
Yeah,
I
have no idea.
I'm
trying to get the details.
That is a weird situation. Anyway. It is 800-919-3776. Here is Jose in Connecticut. Jose, you're up on ESPN New York. Jose, what's going on?
My guys, man, I ain't talked to you in a while. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't like these excuses about the Blue Jays might be doing something, and I'm gonna give you an example of why. It was stupid baseball, and I was watching John Boy's podcast, and it was clear. Look at Vladdy's and it's a video online actually. So Vlad's home run, they threw him a meatball down the middle, and he actually didn't hit it. If he knew what was coming, he would have actually slammed him the pitch before. And John Boy said he's sitting on that fastball, and watch him throw him another one. Hit the next pitch right down the middle, boom, knocks it out. So if everybody knows he's waiting for that fastball, why would you throw it? So it's like stupid baseball, like everybody. If a fan could catch it, and we can see what they're doing. So don't say, oh, well, they must know the pitches that are coming. Like, it was clear that he was waiting for the fastball. He threw him 2 meatballs back-to-back down the middle. A guy like Guerrero is going to knock it out. So these are just excuses. I hate every time the Yankees lose is always an excuse. But, like even Bart was saying, like, it's okay when they do things. But, like, if it's as soon as they start getting smacked around, you know what I'm saying? It's the other way around. And so I just don't hate the excuses, man. Plus,
I wouldn't even call it excuses, though. But listen, if you're the Yankees at the very least, what can I do to help mitigate this as a problem?
If it's not illegal, if they're not accusing them of cheating, then you got to shut up and eat that and hold that eternally. Don't be suggestive. Don't try and say things out in the media to have your fans and everybody else try and say what you're trying to say. You say it. Put your name to it. Be a man.
Well, listen, he's suggesting it, and they're hinting at it, but they're not saying it outright. That's really what's going on right now.
And that's what I'm saying.
You want him to just come out and say it.
Snyder was direct with it.
Yeah.
Like quick being passive-aggressive.
But I think that the point that Snyder was making was more in relation to stealing signs on the base paths, and that's something that they can just get away with. And that's like almost borderline acceptable in baseball when it's happening. Like what the Astros did was so brazen that it was so far out there using equipment and using that other stuff.
So are they accusing them of doing that, going that far? If you suggest that I'm cheating, I don't care about the degree at which I'm cheating. You're saying that I'm cheating.
So when he says, I pride myself on keeping guys off balance, and they were not off balance, and then Fried says this.
They obviously had a really good approach. They were on a lot. They're on a lot of my pitches, and credit to them. I didn't get it done.
They were on a lot of my pitches. They were on a lot of my pitches. Like, it's subtly saying that.
Yeah,
subtly.
We know certain stuff. Like when we see certain formations, we study. Maybe they on to it.
Let's hit.
Listen, they had a whole series to scout you and watch you, where you couldn't hide stuff. You were fighting for your baseball life against the Red Sox. They had a whole series to watch to be prepared for this weekend. That's the beauty of being able to be the team they get to watch. The other team can't hold anything back because there is no tomorrow for them. So you watch them. You study them. You sit down and you analyze them. Wouldn't be surprised if they sent somebody to the games to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if they took the film and looked at everything, and you're doing something because you're trying to beat the Red Sox, but you don't realize that you're giving out information to the Blue Jays.
Here's Britt in New Jersey up next. Britt, what's going on?
Hey, all right. Just hear me out for a second. I cannot figure this out for the life of me, and I wonder if you guys can commiserate with me in this. Why are the Blue Jays so annoying? Every single thing they do, every face they make, every time they catch the ball, they make it so dramatic.
They're Canadian.
Oh, my God.
We don't like Canada.
They slide when it's not necessary. They just overdo everything, and they're so annoying. And I even chat GPT'd it because I'm like, I cannot be alone in this feeling. They're so annoying.
They're Canadian. I mean, what we talking?
Brett, let me let you in on something.
They don't roll like us.
Brett, let me let you in on something. When you watch your team get their ass kicked for a couple of days, and I have been on the other side of this many times with the Yankees, everything about the opposition will annoy you and will drive you up the wall, and you will want to beat them worse, and it will make you feel worse about what's going on. So I would not say that there is an over-the-top act by the Blue Jays that they are doing. For instance, one of my great sports pictures that I will always cherish is Rougned Odor punching out Jose Bautista. And why? Because Bautista hit that monstrous home run the year before, threw his bat up into the air against my team, and yeah, that pissed me off to no end.
I get that, but you don't think that anything they do, I feel like I didn't even feel this way about the Red Sox, really. I was just kind of like, yeah, they're annoying, but something about the Blue Jays.
They're Canadian.
Grind my gears.
Again with the Canadian. Actually, most of the players are probably not from Canada.
Yes, but they represent, they've been acculturated. They're Canadian.
David and Elizabeth is up next. What's going on, Dave? David.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm right here.
I'm going to put him on hold for a minute because he's our guy.
Yeah.
Give him a chance. He's doing some work.
Yeah, last week he had a bad week.
Speaking of which, what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday?
What didn't happen, man? Like, started with the punch out. This punch out thing is an epidemic. I don't know how you protect it. I mean, it's going to be one or two times of the game where a guy's going to have an opportunity to throw a Mike Tyson left hook, and I don't know how you hold on to the ball if somebody coming and swinging with that type of veracity. He had the ball.
And from the angle that you can't protect it
from. And from the angle you can't see.
Yeah.
Like, he had the ball, points of pressure, all that stuff, but sometimes it's not about when you have the penalty. I mean, it's not if you have a penalty, it's when you have it. And that was at the worst possible time. Because what I don't like is after that, the Jets laid down defensively. You don't have to, like when the Bills, example, the Bills had the turnover in their territory, and their defense got a 3-and-out and forced a field goal. The Jets had a turnover and allowed Dallas to march 91 yards and score. Like, if one thing go wrong with this team, they fold. It is – I don't even understand how they even get – if it wasn't for the Cowboys, I don't even know why the team or outlets are mentioning them. They're not even worthy to be mentioned. Nobody mentions Arizona. Nobody mentions Tennessee. Why are they even getting this? They don't even deserve to be covered right now. Like, to be part of a whole segment of a show that's 2 hours. It's bad. And, Glenn's going to have to stop leaning on the fact that he was a part of this in Detroit and thinking that history can repeat itself, because it may not. And it's real questions about Steve Wilks. His defense at times looks lost, and it doesn't look like it has a plan a lot of times. So Steve Wilks, what were we talking about when we came here? Steve Wilks was been basically one and done for the last
5-6 jobs.
5-6 jobs?
Yeah.
He's setting himself up, because I don't see how Woody goes from how dysfunctional the team was last year to win less games this year than they did last year, and the talent is supposed to be a lot better. I don't know how Woody accepts that without saying, hey, Aaron, you got to do something with this staff. And is she going to stand up for Wilks? Offense, okay, that's fine. You don't have a quarterback, whatever. Remember last year when I was sitting here and I said, hey, Jets are probably bringing Daniel Jones. Y'all laughed at me. Nobody laughing no more.
No.
Because yesterday was validation.
Listen.
The Indianapolis Colts is not only a contender for the AFC South.
That was a beatdown.
They're a contender.
Yeah. It looks
and somebody
that way.
need to go check on Geno and Pete Carroll.
Geno's done. I mean, because there's a few weeks now where he's just throwing picks left and right. It looks like he's in a bad way.
He said they wrote him off and he ain't right back? Well, you sent the email.
It's Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN on the ESPN New York app. In moments, what actually went wrong yesterday and what are we trying to do when it comes to the Jets? What are the issues in the Giants as well? Like, I can't believe we are sitting here at 1-9 between these two teams through the first 5 weeks of the year. 800-919-3776. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus? You pulling my leg? No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points. Pulling a fast one? No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more. Is this a stunt? No, you even get points for playing new games. You're pulling my chain, aren't you? No. Pulling my finger? What? No, man, put that thing away. Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next-day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team.
Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
Look, I watching it yesterday as it happens, how could it possibly, you just sit there and you ask yourself, how can this possibly continue to get worse? And that's what's happening here with the Jets. It's getting worse. And I didn't think that was possible. But it is. It is possible. And Bart, I thought a lot as I'm watching the game about what you were talking about last week with the defense with Steve Wilks. And that it's a communication thing. And that guys are not sure who is supposed to be where on what. And I'm watching this game unfold, and it's not that they are just getting gashed up and down the field. It's that they're giving up one massive play, and it's happening in 3 or 4 spots. The problem is they all count. And to me, when that happens, that feels like that's not a lack of talent. That's not a lack of ability. That is just a complete lack of understanding about what you're doing. So I couldn't stop thinking about how you were diagnosing this week as having a lot to do with either A, not understanding the system, or B, poor communication.
Right, and that falls on the coordinator. You got to get these guys to play. That falls on the linebacker coach, the DB coach. Like, once again, right, when we talk about one of the big plays, the one to Sauce. Sauce suggests, he didn't say directly, but indirectly, he suggests that he thought he had safety help over the top. And you see Adams, like in the screenshot, jumping up and down, like, you know what I'm saying? So we see that. So what are we talking about? Like, it's not gonna let up. They're about to go over to London and face the team. They're about to go to London and face the team that just beat the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. They're flying over there today. Jets are leaving today. I think Denver flew straight from Philadelphia straight there. And they got to be licking their chops from what they've seen. It's worse. Every week he says that, Aaron suggests to us that it's getting better and, we don't see and they're practicing well. It's not translating. And to be able to put that type of performance up against a team that was out that many players. This team was averaging giving up like 200 and something yards. They hadn't got any turnovers. They hadn't got any sacks. They had only had 5 sacks on the year. They got 5 yesterday. I'm lost for words. Like, this is the first time. Like, we saying, like, okay, well, this ain't like a rebuild. This is like a reset year. The team, the cover isn't barren. It's only happened 4 times in Jets history that they've started 5-0, 0-5.
And it's never happened with a coach before. With a guy who is just starting in the job.
Right. It's right. So it's never happened. 0-5 with no turnovers.
All right. So to your point about Wilks, all right, January 2018, he gets the Cardinals head coaching job after Bruce Arians steps down.
Yep.
Okay. December 31st, 2018, fired. Okay. And we all thought that was kind of crap that he only got one shot, but it was 3-13. Couple weeks later, gets hired by the Browns to be the defensive coordinator under Freddie Kitchens. He was not retained for the 2020 season. So, in other words, he just coached the 1 year in Cleveland, not retained.
Wonder what they ranked.
Did not coach in 2020 at all for the 2020 season. 2021, returned to college, went to Missouri to be the defensive coordinator there. February 2022, goes back to Carolina with Matt Rule as the defensive pass game coordinator and secondary coach. Then, 2023, he goes to San Francisco to be their defensive coordinator. He was fired following their loss in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and remember, it wasn't even close. He was upstairs, and they made him come down on the field. So it was contentious the entire time that he was there.
The 2024 season.
What's important about San Francisco? The San Francisco job, different from all the other ones. Different from Carolina, different from Arizona, different from all these places is he wasn't retained at a place that had a good team.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's nuance there.
Right.
Because I think that team went to the Super Bowl.
They did.
You see what I'm saying?
After the Super Bowl, he was fired. So that's a red flag. Last year, 2024, was a volunteer assistant in college. Just kind of killing his time. And then he gets hired by the Jets. So there was a history here that speaks to, maybe this guy. I don't know if coordinators can lose it. Can a coordinator lose it?
Yes.
Can he be shot?
Yeah.
So to speak?
Offenses and defense, because the game can change.
Explain.
The game can change because the concepts in the offenses change. So you have to always be able to constantly evolve, right? Because it used to be a point where everybody had 2 tight ends. Then everybody had 3 rides. Everybody was spread out. Then everybody was going 1 back. Then everybody, when the Patriots started going back with fullbacks, everybody started coming back to fullback. That means then the Ravens, when they got their big fullback, then the John Ritchie kid went out there. So people start getting the Kyle Juszczyks and those type of guys out in the world. Then the tight end was crazy, the athletic tight end, the big matchup, the Kyle Pitts, right? The tall, the McBrides. Like, the game constantly changes and evolves and has different emphasis, right? Remember, we thought the running back was dead. Now the running back is back, right? Everybody, James Cook, Derek Henry, right? Jonathan Taylor, right? So now we constantly adjusting as the game changes. You constantly have to evolve and tweak your systems. And he's not spent a lot of time in the league seeing what the league is doing in the last couple of years. And so he comes out after being you said, assistant or a consultant?
He was like a volunteer assistant at Charlotte last year. So not anything professional, college.
Right. So, and Charlotte ain't exactly college.
It's group of 5 in college.
Right. It's low end.
Division I.
Division I.
Yep.
It's not even maybe UConn football.
It's there.
But
same level.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, not really been around with how some of these coordinators and how they get these tricks. Like, as you see now, it's like you got that the tight end screen, 1-man screen. You know what I mean? When the tight end holds backside, it's different emphasis.
There are times like that Ferguson touchdown in the first half, on that tight end screen. Like, that to me was alarming because that looked like nobody was even remotely prepared for it.
Yep.
And that's where I would definitely send up the flare of wait a second, what's going on? Now, as far as Wilks is concerned, I just appreciate the sentiment here from Aaron Glenn.
I know that's going to be the thing that everyone says, but I always go back to my first year in Detroit when we struggled on defense too. Our head coach had a lot of confidence in me making sure we get it right, and I feel the exact same way. I have a lot of confidence in Wilkes. He's done a lot of great things in this league as a coordinator, and I'm going to allow him to do his job. Because once things change, then the mentality of everybody starts changing as far as, oh, he can coach. And that's what happened to me. So I have all the confidence in the world in him. I have all the confidence in the world in Tanner and all the confidence in the world in Banjo. I'm going to let those guys do their job.
See, so he's projecting because he sees Wilkes in himself. He sees himself in Wilkes. But that don't mean that it's going to work out that way because guess what? You created one of the greatest offenses in the world, which allowed you to be able to recover because your offense bailed your ass out, right? And being a Detroit Lions fan, because they were scoring so much, it allowed him to be able to maybe give up some plays, but remember, we always say, well, they give up yards, but they get turnovers.
Well, but the way that
But you get turnovers because the team got to play catch-up because your offense is so good.
And the way that this team was set up was not to be that team.
Exactly.
In some ways it was, but this team was set up to play really good defense and run the football and not be playing from behind in spots like this. So when you are giving up those big plays, it does really make it that much more noticeable.
Whether Aaron realizes it or not, he got 3 years. So if you want to ride and stick with Wilkes for 3 years, or if you want to say, okay, no matter what, he'll be back next year.
Can't do that. Can't do that right now.
I mean,
that's just asking for it.
I mean, we're going to have to see if it fixes. You're going to ride with him the whole year. We got to see if it gets fixed. Because much like it's one thing, Woody can handle losing and saying, hey, I've been here before. I'm going to try and figure it out. Being embarrassing and a joke of the league is another thing.
Yeah.
Being the only winless team is one thing. Being probably ranked, if they do the power rankings right now, they'll probably have Tennessee. I know they won yesterday, but that was like, I've never seen somebody lose a game.
That was a freaking miracle.
I've never seen anybody lose a game like that, right? So Tennessee.
They didn't win. The Cardinals lost that game.
So Tennessee, the Jets, and the Giants are probably, when you go to the 32 teams, are 30, 31, and 32. And Woody's not going to put up you think you're going to do that. And if it continues to go this way, you think that Woody's going to say, keep your staff.
Yeah.
It's all good. I believe in all you guys. That's not realistic.
Jets calls, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. And where the really big issue is here, it's all on the way. Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right, you can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Peter to bet on the game. The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel's giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right, you can get it on the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Option required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com for help with a gambling problem. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K, to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Why would we trade our best player?
Well, at least you got to watch him in person when he was here.
I named my only son after him.
So you'll always remember his name.
Yeah, but what do I do with this jersey?
Luckily, the company has a great return policy.
I wore it for 6 seasons.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Okay, I have to tell you. I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the...
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your...
windshield wipers. eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying. Just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
We seem to have struck a nerve. Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN New York. ESPN New York app, and most especially these days on YouTube, where we have just put up a poll. Who had a worse day yesterday, the Jets or the Giants? Yeah. We didn't even throw the Yankees into the weekend. Who had a worse day, the Jets or the Giants? Go to the YouTube, ESPN New York YouTube page, and watch the show there. We'll get some of your comments in right now. Daniel on Steve Wilkes. Why the hell does he keep getting jobs? Enzo, do the Jets just tank the season? Do they even need to just play hard and they'll get the number 1 pick? I mean, these are the things that we're talking about already. The Jets,
we're saying
cannot
number 1
fathom.
pick.
I cannot fathom that the Jets are winless right now.
Here's the thing. If the Jets get the number 1 pick in a year where the Giants are going through what they're going through and they got the hardest schedule in football, that means the Jets, we didn't even think this was a possibility a couple weeks ago, could possibly lose to the Panthers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely they could. There's not a game left on the schedule that you can say they are definitively going to win. There's not a game left that you could say they're going to be favored in.
And if they lose to the Bengals, I don't see how somebody don't get fired before the I don't see how somebody doesn't get let go, relieved of their duties before the bye.
You would have to believe that they're not going to let this go on terribly long. Especially on the defensive side.
What I'm trying to say, I mean, no Jermaine Johnson in sight, which is sad because he's.
How much is that hurting right now?
That's huge because now you just slide to Will McDonald. You saw what Will McDonald looked like with Jermaine Johnson in the lineup last year. Without him, he was a double digit sack getter without having any leads. Week 1, he got 2 sacks. With Jermaine Johnson there. He probably leading the league in sacks after a week. He's been outside of his great play that he had the other day. And listen, he's put pressure up, but when they can just slide to you and take you away, it's nothing you can do. You need balance, and they don't have any balance, right? We watching Benito right there. He got Jonathan Cooper as well, right? Every guy got somebody on the side. We talk about Will Anderson. You know what I mean? He got Danielle Hunter on the other side. We'll.
You can't do it when there's just one guy, unless you're Lawrence Taylor.
They just gonna.
And even Lawrence Taylor had guys.
They just gonna load up on you, right? So like right now, it's realistic that if they go to Denver, if we play Denver and lose to Denver, that we'll understand that one. But the other ones, if they lose to, and now the New England look like New England might be.
New England could be back. I mean, that was an impressive win last night.
Correct. So it can get real coyote ugly if they lose to the Bengals, because the Bengals don't have anybody.
David in Elizabeth. We tried him earlier. Are you there, David? What's going on?
Of course I'm here, gentlemen.
All right. Well,
no, Dave. I don't even know if you're aware, brother. We had put you on, and only out of the love and respect for you. So why you didn't acknowledge us?
Because my boss was in front of me, and you guys are box office. That's why I give y'all flowers. Yo, how box office are you gentlemen to give me a second opportunity when you're not supposed to?
Yeah, you
appreciate y'all.
What's going on?
Yes. Well, I got a couple of things for y'all, and I'm going to make it quick because I know there's more people who need to speak to you guys who are sorrow like myself. Number one, Bart, you can't be putting on that Pepsi apron all swole like that. I'm like, yo, look at this guy. He about to do a calendar swimsuit pause. I'm like, yo, Bart, man, you wildin'.
Although I do have to say, hang on a second, though. Just on a separate note.
Yeah.
Instagram this weekend. Bart had the gym mirror selfie. And said,
I rarely do that.
With the little line, back in the lab. You think I didn't see that?
Well,
look at you, man. Look at you.
I'm
you guys
I'm starting to get that feeling again, man. I got to get healthy.
For me, though, you jetting out on the side a little bit.
Oh, but listen, that's always my trouble spot. Yeah. I have high hips.
Okay.
So no matter what, no matter how.
That's what I got, high hips.
Yeah. No matter.
Right.
Like even when I was playing, like I always have it right there. That's just my trouble area. There's nothing I can do about it.
Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, yo, big fella, you know what's crazy? He's working out because Woody Johnson and friends are going to have to sign him the way we're playing. Jesus Christ.
Hey, I am for sale.
Hey, man, cheese on the taco all day, every day. So, look, we're going to get straight into it. Yo, I'm really happy that I got to go to the game with my girl, my daughter, her first game. Yeah, it was really nice. We're cheering, you were into it, and then we got shellacked. Yo, it is embarrassing. They got to hold Wilkes accountable. Big ship steering or whatever the saying that he's saying. Yo, I'm sorry, bro. You need to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, big ships take wide turns.
Yes, this is super, super, super bad. And I don't know, man. Like, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I'm ready.
Big ships turn slow.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready to go watch Brunson and Friends because, yo, New York sports is letting me down.
We cannot do this, David. We cannot be talking about the Knicks on October 6th. We can't be doing it. We can't be doing it. Just on principle alone, we cannot be talking about the Knicks on October 6th. We can't do it.
Every day we're going to chop wood.
Here's the thing that I get to see last week that people don't really understand as to how Bart's having a rough go right now.
Yeah,
Bart's having a really rough go between this, sitting and watching it. He's about to get on a plane and go explain to the British about the Jets and try to explain that. And the Ravens are just getting their doors blown off right now. Holy crap.
Listen, I saw 5 jerseys out there that I didn't even know was on the team. I said, who was Lewis the third? It's like Allen the third. Like, who the hell is that? He was starting. He was a starting secondary. I said, who is that? And there was some guy named Landry. Like, who the hell is this?
Bart's getting his ass kicked right now. That's basically what it boils down to. And by the way, the Tigers lost last night.
Yeah, we're screwing them out. I thought we was going to go up a 2-0. You think Tom had a bad week?
Bart had a horrible week. Tom in Long Island. Tom, what's going on?
Oh, I got a vent, guys.
Let it out, dog.
How
let it out.
How are we here right now with all the positivity and Aaron Glenn seemed like the right guy? And if I have to hear another comparison to Dan Campbell and the Lions, they went 0-8 their first games, and he had to talk to the owners and all this. Guess what? We're getting worse each week. This is the worst Jet defense that I have seen since, I think, prior to Rex Ryan. I don't remember when I saw Jets defense this bad. The amount of guys that are open is insane. And I can't take I can't take it anymore, guys. I was at the first game against the Steelers with my son. Everything was going great. And if you really break this down, I know a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this because we've been getting worse every week. But if we don't fumble in that first game, we win. If we don't fumble against Miami at the goal line, we win. And even yesterday, as bad as it was, if Breece Hall didn't fumble, it was 10-3. You're looking at possibly 10-10. Instead, it was a flip the other way, 17-3. Then it was 22-3 before you blinked an eye. Now
that last couple of minutes
Aaron
of the
Glenn,
first half was just staggeringly
it was embarrassing.
atrocious.
And we know Aaron Glenn isn't gonna lose his job, but Steve Wilks, guys.
Listen, it's a fair question as to get an explanation as to what's going on, what's going wrong, and how are you going to fix it.
We got to. I'm sorry. I can feel the pain coming through the screen.
I'll do it.
We got
Ira in Staten Island.
What's up, brother?
Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Bart. So I'm not going to, the game. I'm not going to talk about, break it down. It's just week after week, it's the same stuff. But if the Jets were smart, okay, because right now, if history repeats itself, they're getting ready to mail out their invoices for renewals and probably increase again with the tickets because they went from $95 to my tickets of $155 right now within about 5 years.
Did they raise the prices last year?
So that's up 50%.
No, Ira, did they raise the prices last year?
Yeah, they raised it 3 years in a row. My ticket, I think 3 or 4 years ago, was about $115 or $125. Now it's $155.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining. If I'm stupid enough to pay it, that's on me. But, maybe Woody should rethink kind of what Stevie Cohn did. And he went out there and apologized to the fans, made it, said, we can't accept this. Appreciate the support in the team. Maybe Woody's got to step up and do the right thing this time because what's going on right now is, listen, this last call, he said, what if? I've been saying what if for like the last 50-plus years, except for a couple of years sprinkled in here and there. So nothing's going to change until I see a change, but they have to rethink what they're doing with either raising tickets or mailing out the invoices. Because I think that would be a really, really bad organizational decision.
I can't argue that it would be a bad idea to be sending out renewal notices right now for next year. That's not the best in terms of marketing.
You might want to push that back.
Yeah,
just
a little bit.
Guess what? On the scoreboard yesterday, they had that message up there. Get your 2026 tickets now. So the invoices are coming.
Yeah, somebody should have smacked whoever put that on the board.
Listen,
hey, bro, wrong,
Ira,
not the right time.
I'm curious about this. Okay, I'm not a Jet fan, but I would look at this, and the thing that would be most bothersome to me, everybody that keeps pointing to the Detroit Lions when Dan Campbell first got there, that team, that town, everybody knew they were going to be a bad football team.
They got rid of Matthew Stafford.
They knew they were going to be a bad football team. This was never that. This was never sold as we need to rebuild. This is going to be a long process. This was never sold as any of it. But now you're starting to hear the it takes time bit. That, to me, is perhaps the most bothersome aspect of what's going on. What, for you, is the most bothersome aspect of what's happening?
That didn't bother me as much because I think in my mind I knew that's what was going to happen. I just didn't expect this type of performances on the field. I expected them to win maybe 5 to 6 games approximately. I had them like 2-6, and then after the bye, put together maybe 3 or 4 wins. But to go out there and just make the same mistakes week in and basically the last 3-4 weeks, we've watched a repeat. It's repeat and rinse. It's the same thing. There's been no difference in any of these past few games.
The same plays too.
Yeah, there's nothing that is being done by the team on the other side that is splitting the atom. Right. That is like, oh my God, I have never seen anything like that before.
Let me tell you something. The 2 plays that the Jets gave up touchdowns to, maybe 2 of the oldest plays in football. the old itch screen, the throwback to Ferguson. Oh, we roll it to the right. Oh, the tight end, block. Remember, they used to fall down. Oh, my arm. Oh, my leg. I'm alive. And go get it, right?
Right.
And then the Woody boot. You heard me talk about that last week. I mean, like week 1.
Last month.
Yes, the first play of the game. And you got your best guys in a sink position, and his guys blocked down. He looks down, don't see the running back running to the flats, wide open touchdown. Like, come on, man. Like, it's one thing. Like, when I was a rookie, they used to say, listen, we don't mind if you make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Don't make me come in here and correct you with the same mistake. Let's make all the mistakes. So then when we get there, we've learned from all our mistakes. So now we become a veteran team. Like I say all the time, a veteran's not a veteran because he didn't make mistakes. It's because he's made those mistakes. He's learned from them. The Jets make the mistakes, and they don't learn from them. The same mistakes. Why you want to die the same way?
Okay, so it can't be on everybody player-wise, right? I mean, we're always looking to assign blame, and I get that. And I get that that's very difficult to do, and in most ways, everybody is to blame because everybody's playing a role in screwing this up. But when you have a group of guys who are not learning from those same mistakes, is it just being taught wrong? And then at that point,
well, if you keep having the same mistakes, then obviously the way you deliver the message is wrong.
Other thing
this is what really hurts. The Browns started a rookie quarterback yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say it again. The Cleveland Browns started a rookie quarterback yesterday against the Minnesota Vikings, who we think could mess around and be there at the end. And they were in a 10-7 ball game.
Granted, Minnesota had a backup quarterback too, but a veteran backup quarterback.
Who's the big-time weapons? But the thing is, their whole rookie class is balling. Remember I told you how much I love the kid Fannin?
Yeah. Oh, he's doing great. I meant to tell you that the other day. He has been everywhere for them, the tight end from Bowling Green.
Did I stand on the soapbox for this dude?
You did. You did.
Didn't I tell you?
You did.
Yeah, he was
Harold Fannin Jr. from Bowling Green. The guy has been great for the Browns. He's been really, really good. And you absolutely stood here and said this is a guy that can make an impact.
They're running backs. Impact. Mason Graham. Impact. Now, Membu's doing his thing. But I give you your first-round draft pick.
It's your offensive line yesterday had a bad day.
Yeah, they had a horrible day. Listen, how many times I got to watch Justin Fields run a quarterback sneak where he comes back and read, not realizing that the lineman is stunting. He running right into the stunt. Like the guy lining up in tight. Oh, let's not do this. And then on the snap, he got him twice with that.
I mean, I sat there.
Twice.
Yeah. I sat there watching that during the game and just thought, I need a couple of drinks. I need at least one.
Listen, I was on the clock. I couldn't drink. I had to take it.
But you know what, though? Game Time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey.
I need some whiskey. Where's it at?
Yeah, I'll get it. Because when it's game time, it's Tully time. And yesterday, Tully time would have hit the spot. 6 o'clock tonight, Dodgers-Phillies, Game 2, NLDS in Philadelphia. 9 o'clock, Cubs-Brewers in Milwaukee, Game 2 of their NLDS series. You can hear both games, both NLDS games, right here on ESPN New York. 8:15, the Chiefs in Jacksonville for Monday Night Football on ESPN TV and ABC 7. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. Ryan, the mailman, is up next on ESPN New York. What's up, dude? How are you?
I'm good. So here's my question. And I know this is not the answer to the problem, but it's just something that I observed. So earlier in the year, Bart has discussed during the offseason the Jets and the Giants upgrading on the wide receiver position. Now, I'm watching my Patriots, and everyone thought bad about the Stephon Diggs pick. But Stephon Diggs is helping out Drake May so much with making catches off of bad throws. And you already knew what you had in Justin Fields as not a good quarterback. So why is it that they didn't go out and address that wide receiver position to put somebody alongside Garrett Wilson to help him out? Because you already knew Justin Fields couldn't throw the ball, and he wasn't that good of a quarterback to begin with. And same with the Giants, right? Like why didn't they go out and address it after Neighbors got hurt? Pick up somebody.
Yeah, the problem
because
is
they have no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah, the problem is there's nobody out there. So you paid Slayton the extension. So you have to try and ride out with that. As far as the Jets, it's nobody out there. I thought maybe if they were in contention.
But during the off season, Bart.
You talking about off season? Okay, I thought you said after Neighbors got hurt. I thought you said after Neighbors got hurt.
No. I did say when Neighbors got hurt, why wasn't addressed? But for the Jets, why is it that during the off season they didn't put somebody alongside Garrett Wilson when you already knew Justin Fields couldn't throw the ball? And he's not going to make Garrett Wilson look better when he can't throw the ball to begin with.
Right. I don't know why they gave Lazard a restructuring instead of just letting him go. It was to cut your losses. And why you go with Josh Reynolds? He was a number 4.
Did they just think that Lazard was going to help a guy like Fields because he is such a veteran?
Well, because he can block on the edge. Bro, I told you Keenan Allen was out there. There was a lot of guys out there. Ken Bourne. Yeah, how did he look the other day?
Yeah.
Remember I said that at the beginning? I said, man, Kendrick Bourne is going to wait till the what's face to get it. The Jets should put it. And maybe, listen, we don't know how many people they put the call in for, and they was like, nah, I'm good. Because that happens too.
Yeah.
Like, that happens.
Where people just don't want to come.
Of course.
Yeah. Because
remember,
listen, if you're a receiver and you're looking at this, wait a minute, I'm going to go play with Justin Fields?
Right.
How is that going to help me long term?
Remember, a lot of guys didn't want to go play with Lamar at first. I forgot who it was. It was somebody that didn't want to. He was a good big time receiver. And he's like, man, I'm not going there and just stalk block and not get no chances. Like y'all ain't gonna do them but run the ball. That's a real thing too.
This is rough, man.
I mean,
this is rough.
But when you don't have a quarterback, man, like look at Dak Prescott. He didn't have nothing, and look what he did. Baker Mayfield.
By the way,
Baker Mayfield had nothing.
I'll bring this up here again in a little bit. I mean, should we really be talking about Dak with MVP already? Can we dial it back on this?
No, I'm kind of with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Right now,
he's playing the best quarterback out of anybody in the NFL right now.
I understand he's playing well. They're 2-2-1.
But the degree of difficulty. He's playing his position at a higher level than I think anybody, even Josh Allen.
And I'll say this: you're not a Dak guy. You never have been.
Remember, I argued with his brother about he not in the top 10.
Yeah,
he is now.
You never have been a Dak guy. All right, Brian in Baltimore is next, listening on the ESPN New York app. What's up,
just
Brian?
hear Baltimore and I just throw up in my mouth.
Brian, what do you got?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Bart. I grew up in Long Island, and been a Jets fan my whole life, and now I'm in Baltimore working. And this weekend has been one of the worst sports weekends for football, baseball. I'm in just hell. But I just want to ask Bart, when does this bye week start for the Jets, and what changes do they have to make at least look like they're trying? Because I watched yesterday's game. That defense was horrible. Again, the guys are tripping all over each other. And the linebackers, the secondary, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. They're going from week to week to week.
Yeah, it's like Glenn.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, we're all confused, Darren. Who's talking when? All right.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's like when something bad happens, they just give up. They can't control themselves. Listen, in college, I was on a bad team.
Yeah.
I only won 7 games my entire college career. And it was the same thing. Long as we front running, we good up front, we good. As soon as something bad happened, everybody like, here we go again.
Yep.
And they can't. That fumble happened, and that fumble turned into 2 touchdowns. One with a 95-play drive, then the punt, and another score before the half. On a big run by Javon Williams, who looked like Gale Sayers yesterday.
I mean, that run in particular, setting up that touchdown, blew my mind as to how that could happen.
People out of the gap, and that's up the gap.
And that was 3 badly missed tackles. Badly missed.
Remember all the tackling we did in the spring to make sure that we were a good tackling team?
You're talking about when they put on the pads and AVT got hurt back then?
Yeah, that.
Listen, the bye week comes in week 9. It's after the Cincinnati game. So you've got Denver this week, then you've got Carolina, and then you're at Cincinnati, and then the bye week.
What I'm saying is, if they lose if they lose back-to-back to Carolina
and Cincinnati,
that bye week is going to be
something's happening.
And then come out and lose to Cleveland?
Yeah, no.
No. Bro, the word, bro.
If they go to the bye week at 0-8, something's happening.
Let me tell you something. I told SNY on the air yesterday, I said, we come back, they lose to Denver, then lose to Carolina, and lose to the Bengals, I'm quitting before the bye week. I ain't coming back.
So you will not be back for the second half of the year on SNY?
I'm done.
What about if there's more cheese on the taco?
I'm done.
Emotionally, you're beaten.
I'd rather have my Sundays to myself. Because, defensively, I don't know how they going to score on Cleveland. Because look at this.
That good.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. The next 4 games, if they don't win any of those, somebody's going to get fired.
I think if they get to the bye week at 0-8, something's happening.
But then, that's what I'm saying. At 0-8, and then come out and play Cleveland and lose to Cleveland. Like, it's a lot of things that people can accept. They ain't never going to accept you losing to Cleveland. Yeah. Not when you got to have it.
And this is not talking about Aaron Glenn. This is talking about Wilkes. This is talking about something along those lines.
They're going to have to make a move because at that point, the team, I don't even know how they have any fight left in them to even believe in anything you're saying. You heard McCourty. Because after that, they got after Cleveland, they got New England and the Ravens. And everybody should be back healthy then.
800,
and they'd be on a run trying to get to the playoffs.
800-919-3776. Our first sideline to sideline is next on Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. There are just some bizarre games that happened yesterday and some bizarre comebacks as well.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino.
Download it.
Is college even worth it these days? At Empire State University, it actually is. They are SUNY's leading online university. Flexible, affordable, and built for real life. With more than 120 degree programs, you can study what matters most to you. And students agree, they're ranked #1 in student satisfaction among SUNY schools. Whether you are finishing what you started or starting fresh, your goals are within reach. See for yourself. Visit SUNYEmpire.edu before the next term begins.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus?
You pulling my leg?
No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points.
Pulling a fast one?
No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No, man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN, ESPN New York. There are a couple of these games I can't even bring myself to talk about. As we hit a little sideline to sideline.
It's going to happen.
This is Sideline to Sideline. Go. With Bart and Carlin. Vikings 21, Browns 17.
Listen, that was an impressive win. Even we say it's Cleveland and it's overseas, but that's still an impressive win for Minnesota yesterday to go back. They were trailing in that game to come back and win that game.
Yeah,
I give
crazy.
them a lot of credit. I give them a lot of credit in winning that game.
Well, you still have to give Cleveland credit too because they're figuring it out with a rookie
playing
quarterback.
hard.
They playing. That's all people want to see from the Jets, man. They just want to see the effort. They want to see like the competitive nature. They want to see them compete. Like you said, man, they were down and they came back and won that game. Carson Wentz had to come out and gut out a win.
Carson Wentz did a good enough job. The Vikings love playing in these international games. They're 5-1 now in these international games.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Yeah, but and that one was who? Last week. Yeah. Just last week. It ain't like that was last year. That was just last week.
No, I know.
They hated London last week.
Here was the other thing. Jordan Addison, late for the walkthrough. They sit him for the first quarter. Still comes through, makes big plays down the stretch, catches a touchdown.
The game-winning touchdown. I wonder, let me tell you, London, you can get lost in these London streets now. I got a list of restaurants and places to go from my boy Chili Willie. You know what I'm saying?
Do I have to? I mean, I'm just going to, here.
Swiping left internationally.
I'm just going to mention what the score was.
Colts 40, Raiders 6.
That covers it.
Broncos 21, Eagles 17.
Broncos come from behind 14 points down in the fourth quarter. Bart, we had 5 double-digit comebacks to win games yesterday, and that was a bad loss for the Eagles at home. That was a very bad loss for the Eagles.
And the crazy part is, like even before like the deciding field goal and all that stuff to make it have to come to a Hail Mary, Sean Payton went for 2 when he didn't even have to. He instead of tying the game, he's like, nah, I'm going for 2.
Yep.
You talk about the marbles on that dude.
How about the Eagles? Bart, 11 rush attempts on Sunday. Their fewest in any game since 2009.
Oh, they put it in Jalen Hurts' hands. But listen, this is something difficult though. Like the Broncos are one of the best defenses in the game. If they saying you're not gonna run the ball, you ain't gonna run the ball.
Well, third straight week that they have been held under 100 yards rushing. But Eagles suffer their first loss of the year.
Panthers 27, Dolphins 24.
The Dolphins stink.
Dolphins stink, and we lost to the Dolphins.
This game was 17-0, was it not? I believe it was 17-0 Miami.
Yeah. Then Carolina scored 10 in the second to tie it up. It went to half, tie at 17-10. And then they scored 14 points in the final quarter. And this is after, like, Tua Tagovailoa came down and answered with a big bomb to Jalen Waddle. Yeah. Bryce Young came up and said, not on my watch. And then I'm talking about, what's his name, Dabo or over 225. No. Rodney Dowling.
Rico Dowling.
Yeah, Rico Dowling.
Yeah.
Hit him with the 220 piece.
Yeah, and
we couldn't run the ball with Brees.
He did say after the game, buckle up, guys. All right, Rico, settle up. You're a backup running back.
Bro, we couldn't run the ball with Brees.
220 yards.
And we played this team. And we got to see them, man. They got to be thinking they're going to get Pro Bowl votes playing us.
Texans 44, Ravens 10.
Really? We could.
I can just move on.
Yeah, please.
Titans 22, Cardinals 21.
Really, Tom, I see that smirk on your face. Let's have that same smirk when we reload at the top of the hour. We talk about them Yankees. Savage.
Well, the Tennessee game, this was not about Tennessee winning the game. This was about Arizona losing the game. How do you lose this game? Amari DiMercato, who is, Bart, Amari DiMercato is the third string running back.
He got 2 career touchdowns in his career.
He goes off for a massive run, like a 70-yard run, and he drops the ball before they cross the goal line on purpose. What are you doing? And then they get an interception, and the interception, as Cam Ward is trying to drive the Titans down, they get an interception, and the guy fumbles the ball. Didn't even get hit.
Right.
Didn't even get hit. Just hit the ground.
Fumbles it and kicks it into their end zone 5 yards away, and they pick it up.
And they pick it up and fall on it for the touchdown. Unbelievable.
Kyler Murray got to be like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding.
How exactly do you lose that game? Tennessee, now not winless. Tennessee, now not winless.
Buccaneers 38, Seahawks 35.
Yep. Tampa Bay, I'll tell you, Baker Mayfield is playing at an exceptionally high level right now.
Just competing, man.
He's really doing a phenomenal job.
He should be an MVP candidate right now because he's doing it without Mike Evans, Hall of Fame receiver, and Chris Godwin, Pro Bowler, All-Pro.
He just came back.
And he still ain't got Godwin?
Godwin just came back.
Okay.
Ibuka, though, was the guy who lit it up yesterday. 7 for 163 and a touchdown. And Baker Mayfield, 29 of 33 for 379 and 2 touchdowns. And that's against Sam Darnold, who threw for 4 touchdowns himself.
Yeah, and he threw the deciding interception. It skimmed off somebody, one of the defender's helmet, and went into the hands. But, just remember where those 2 guys were on the Carolina Panthers underneath Steve Wilkes. Well, not under Steve Wilkes, but Wilkes was on the staff where people both thought that their careers were over.
Are there any others that we got to really hit here? Let's see.
Lions 37, Bengals 24.
Like Trey Henderson get traded to the Cowboys. Like I said, the Cowboys smart. They're going to get Trey Henderson, especially you can't waste what Dak Prescott is giving you. But, Bengals are in trouble. Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. They got all these great players on offense, but they can't stop anybody.
Commanders 27, Chargers 10.
Chargers are in some trouble here.
Yeah, and the reason they're in trouble is because they blocked the kick, and the guy fell into the kicker's foot after McConkey returned the punt for a touchdown. They would have been up 17 points, and they would have destroyed it. But in that moment, they got the ball, and Jaden Daniels went and scored. That's a 14-point swing, and they never looked back.
After he missed the last 2 games, he throws for 231 and a touchdown, had 39 yards rushing. Commanders scored 27 unanswered points from the second quarter on.
Yep.
That is unbelievable that the Chargers have fallen off just like that. But listen, when you get banged up like they have, it's going to happen. Commanders are playing better than I would have anticipated.
But no, it's pivotal moments in the game. They could have got a chokehold. McConkey returned that punt 50 yards, and the guy dove out and he barely touched the guy's foot. And we didn't see the flag or show the flag until after McConkey scored on the touchdown. They was like, flag. Not only was it like a penalty, it was an automatic first down, which led to a touchdown.
Brutal, just absolutely brutal.
Patriots 23, Bills 20.
Boy, the Bills were turning the ball over left and right last night. I could not believe that they lost that game at home. Patriots led by 10 in the fourth quarter when the Bills came back and tied it. But Andre Borregales, the guy from Miami, with the game-winning field goal from 20 with 20 seconds left. Patriots' first win against an opponent that was 4-0 or better, okay, since 2018 when they beat the Chiefs 43-40. How about that? Patriots were 7.5-point underdogs.
Yeah, man.
They can't be back, right?
They're back.
They can't be.
They're back.
Bills turned it over 3 times.
They got Diggs. They got Henry, who's been there, was a good tight end, but now he's a good veteran tight end. They got the booty dude. They got the left side of all rookies, both rookies playing well on that side, and defensively with Harold Landry. That's why I said I didn't understand why Aaron Glenn didn't bring anybody that can teach his methodology, or somebody that can kind of be his voice his voice inside of the locker room.
You think
all these teams, when a guy like Harold Landry and all these guys, those are Vrabel guys that he brought with him.
You think Steph Diggs had a good night? 10 for 146.
And he went back to Cardi, who worked $80 million. Like, yeah, my chick got cheese. I don't got to buy her nothing. She buying me stuff.
Bart Carlin.
Take that.
ESPN New York. On the ESPN New York app.
My baby now.
Monday on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, the Yankees are on the brink of elimination.
If the Yankees are going to win the series, they have to win a game in Toronto, and that's been something that has absolutely eluded them all year.
The Giants lost thanks to 5 turnovers against the Saints, and the Jets are the last winless team in football. Has there been a worse weekend in New York sports recently? Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets, from yards to touchdowns to who will win. With FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/K to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% PBT. That's right, you can get in on the action with a 30% PBT this Monday night. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. 21 plus and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. the gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters, but those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check Kirk Herbstreit's pregame analysis first, before talking to your brother-in-law.
In this game, the key thing to watch will be the offensive line versus their front seven. If they can get pressure without blitzing, this could be a long night.
Okay, Kirk.
I know stuff.
Ooh, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN, and on the ESPN New York app. So Andy Martino, our guy Andy, replied to a couple of the tweets earlier that I was talking about when we were discussing about whether or not the Blue Jays had something on the Yankees. And he said there were no accusations of it from anybody with the Yankees, really. So, listen, do with that what you will. Andy, if there was something going on, Andy would certainly have it. That I can say for sure. So I trust what Andy says. Here's the other problem, though. The other thing I just want to bring up. And listen, he's a friend of yours, so I don't expect you to say much about it. Mark Sanchez, I don't know what happened this weekend, but this apparently just came in the last little bit. He was arrested and charged with multiple misdemeanors in that incident in Indianapolis. Is now facing a felony charge of battery involving serious bodily injury of the other guy.
Yeah.
And listen, who knows what happened in that alley? I actually know that exact alley in Indianapolis between these two nice hotels.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the pictures of the victim, and that gash on his face, it was disturbing.
Yeah, he was in a bad way.
I don't know what happened. That's why I have to, out of respect for my teammate, and especially he's in the hospital trying to heal up, but I still have empathy for the other guy that's the perceived victim. the fact that, two people were hurt, and, anybody knows Mark knows what type of person he is. That's not the person I know. I'd have to get the details to figure out what happened.
Yeah. I mean, it is impossible to try to figure that out, but it just sounds like the two of them, whether Mark started it or the older man was 69 years old, whether he started it, that they got into some kind of a major disagreement, and the old man was the guy that had, I shouldn't say the old man, the older gentleman was the guy that had the knife, and that's how this whole thing kind of
I heard
broke
knife was
out.
involed, pepper spray, all kind of.
I think he
like
pepper sprayed Mark first.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's what I'm saying.
I read
need
the
to hear.
police report yesterday that was out there. That, that they had, at least from the witness statements for the whole thing. So, first of all, hope both of them are okay.
Exactly, both.
And then secondly, man, I don't know what was going on with Mark, but that was late at night, and nothing good ever happens that late at night.
Correct.
As we know. It's Bart and Carlin, 880 ESPN on the ESPN New York app. Mike in Elmwood Park is up next. Mike, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on, guys? How are you?
Good.
So I'm just going back to what Bart said before. I'm a Giants fan. You were talking about the Jets. You were talking about veterans and how they're not supposed to be making these constant mistakes over and over. And I'm watching the Giants, and I didn't like the move when they did it. They re-signed Darius Slayton. And Darius Slayton is following balls, and he's dropping balls, and he's not trying to catch the ball with his hands. He's trying to catch it with his body. It's driving me crazy because you have a rookie at running back, a rookie at quarterback, and your veterans are supposed to help them, not make it more difficult for them, And even in the Dallas game, I mean, I know this is a completely different topic, but Russell Wilson, not Dallas, Kansas City, and I heard Collinsworth over the loudspeaker on TV, and he's like, Russell Wilson's getting impatient to throw the deep ball. Like, you're the veteran. You're not supposed to be impatient. The rookie's supposed to be impatient. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. That was a terrible loss yesterday.
Yeah, it is.
The great things from the week before seem like really down in the dumps now.
But
what do you guys think?
But here's the thing, Mike. What happens now if that loss is the tiebreaker for the worst record, and then you're sitting there at number one, and if you're sitting there at number one, odds are Dayball's not around, and then now you have Jackson Dart, and what if the new coach don't want Jackson Dart? So, like, that can be a crazy scenario. But, the Jets play the Saints too, so what if the Jets get their first win? We got a 3-way tie between the Jets, the Saints, and the Giants.
I mean, why don't we just have the Giants and Jets play in Week 18 instead? And the loser gets the number one pick. Honestly.
It might come down to that.
It very well may. I mean, if that's the case, if you get to Week 18 and one's got one win and the other has no wins, you may as well.
But it'd be more impressive if the Jets didn't have any wins because their record was their schedule was so much easier.
That would play into it too. That would certainly play into it.
Strength of schedule. Like, no, the Jets, no, y'all win. Y'all lost to Cleveland, the Panthers, and the Saints.
Look, we're going to talk more about the Giants here.
Oh yeah, the Giants and Giants fans, don't think we letting them off the hook.
No, we're not. That's coming here in just a few minutes. Let's get Marvin in and Patchogue up next on ESPN New York. Marvin, what's up, buddy? Marvin.
He there. He just got it.
Marvin. All right. Charles, Nashville, Tennessee, next on the ESPN New York app. Charles, what's up?
Hey, how y'all doing today?
Good. How you?
I'm not feeling too good. No, I got to deal with this every Sunday to watch the Jets play. And Bart, I just want to say, man, I feel sorry for you that you got to cover this mess every single week. And I'm just going to go back.
He's a beaten man. I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen my partner like this in quite some time, and he's had a rough go this year.
Yeah, I can't be optimistic, man.
Between the Jets and the Ravens, my man's getting his tail kicked in a bit this year.
Yes, and I just go back into the off season about this because everything that the general manager came in and Aaron Glenn came in and tried to do in the off season is not looking good. The moves that they made in the off season are not looking good, and I'm just going back to thinking about the time that he flew Aaron Rodgers in and did them the way he did them. And I'm thinking it's just all just coming back just to bite us in the butt right now.
Saying karma's coming back.
Yes.
Circling the block for us.
Because we should have brought Aaron Rodgers back with made Devontae Adams stay. We wouldn't have had Garrett Wilson.
You know what?
Listen, I'm not mad at that. I wasn't opposed to that either. But I think you would have lost. I think you would have lost Garrett Wilson.
It's not that. Listen, I get it. Karma with Aaron Rodgers. Can we please? It's not karma. They would have been a better team with Rodgers as a quarterback.
He might have put a hex on you.
Yeah, well, he very well may have. When he was on ayahuasca, he may have put a hex on the Jets.
Let me tell you what, Aaron Rodgers with this offensive line, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this, too, though. The offensive line yesterday stunk. They were bad yesterday.
Yeah, and that was a one-off, and that's because of some of the things that they were doing. But Justin Fields still holds on to the ball way too long.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But the problem is, and again, I am not an X and O guy.
Yeah.
But when I can see that they're running all those stunts that they're running on the defensive line, and guys are running around, it means they know they have time to get there because Fields is going to hold the ball that
Exactly. Long. He'll be there. Don't take your time. No need to blitz. We'll just run these looping line stunts because it'll work out. They'll never see you coming. I mean, but, the offensive line had a bad day for the first time, but I still have a lot of belief in the offensive line. Like Justin Fields threw the ball way too many times yesterday. And the Breece Hall, this team is just so bad they can't overcome mistakes.
Is it even possible at this point for Jackson Dart to save Brian Dable's job? And more on the Yankees and the Blue Jays and this debacle of a series thus far. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Did you know women account for 2/3 of all Americans living with Alzheimer's and 2/3 of all Alzheimer's family caregivers? Join the Alzheimer's Foundation of America at its Women Empowerment Forum on November 5th in Amityville to learn practical ways women can reduce their risk for Alzheimer's and enhance quality of life for themselves and their loved ones living with Alzheimer's. For more information or to register, visit alzfdn.org or call 866-232-8484.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
This fall, don't sit on the sideline because of pain. If you're tired of waking up stiff, fighting neck, back, or joint pain, and missing out on the things you love, it's time to take action. Call Dr. J. Shaw at Sandwell Pain, New Jersey's top pain specialist. Dr. Shaw is an Ivy League trained, double board certified, and laser focused on one thing: getting you back in the game. Living pain-free, no surgery, no cuts, no downtime. Just precise image-guided treatments that deliver real results. Whether it's sciatica, nerve pain, migraine, or chronic joint pain, Dr. Shaw will personalize a non-surgical game plan just for you without pain medication. Same day and next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. Most major insurances are accepted, so what are you waiting for? Don't let pain keep you out of the action this season. Visit Sandwell Pain to text, call, or book online. You'll wish you met Dr. J. Shaw a lot sooner. Relief starts today, and victory over pain is closer than you think.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus? You pulling my leg? No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points. Pulling a fast one? No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more. Is this a stunt? No. You even get points for playing new games. You're pulling my chain, aren't you? No. Pulling my finger? What? No. Man, put that thing away. Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Welcome to Only Murders in the Building,
the official podcast.
Join me, Michael Cyril Creighton, as we go behind the scenes with some of the amazing actors, writers, and crew from season 5.
The audience should never stop suspecting anything.
How can you not be funny crawling around on a coffin? No, that's true.
Catch Only Murders in the Building official podcast, premiering September 9th wherever you get your podcasts. And watch Only Murders in the Building, streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Well, that all sucked. Take your pick. I could be talking about anything right now. Could have been talking about traffic this morning. Could have been talking about the Giants. Could have been talking about the Jets. Certainly could have been talking about the Yankees. Take your pick. Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. What doesn't suck is when it's noon. Because when it's noon, it means what?
It's the power hour. 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 That 9? Don't we got like 9 teams here?
Yeah.
And they all stink.
Yeah. I thought that you were going to give me maybe 13 for the amount of garbage time points for the Jets yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Man, yeah. Come on.
Listen, let's just start in a couple of different places. Yankees are in an absolute mess right now. 23 runs in 2 games. I looked at this. I'm seeing massive swings. It made me think that something was going on, that the Blue Jays had something. Whether or not it was any kind of a
tipping, stealing.
I don't know what was going on, whether they got something about it. And a guy I know who is a huge New York sports fan is Damian Woody, who joins us every Monday at this time. Gentlemen, welcome in Damian Woody. First of all, let's just talk about that, because I know that you were at all of these things and you were into what's going on with the baseball. Your take on the Yankees through the first couple of games of this series?
Man, they're getting their teeth kicked in.
It's okay. You can say ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting their ass kicked, man. Like, I mean, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing, man. And it just continues a trend with the Yankees, like coming up small in big moments.
Why they go?
And that's. Go ahead.
The excuses and stuff like that. Like, it's one thing to lose, but I think maybe accusing Toronto of stealing signs or something like that, man, like that's a bit rich.
Man, I don't want to hear that. Look, listen. Toronto has been talking their smack. They've been talking big, like all season, and particularly at the end of the season when they were going to face the Yankees. Okay, at some point. And they've been backing it up. You the big bad Yankees, Toronto been talking crazy to you, and they are embarrassing you. Like, this is embarrassing for a storied franchise like the Yankees, man. It's pitiful. And on a bigger note, why do our sports scenes suck around here?
I don't know.
I am so sick of the damn teams right here. This is just BS. Like, this is ridiculous, man. You can't even enjoy sports in the New York metropolitan area, man, because our teams absolutely stink.
See, but D Wood, at least you got some grace, because at least your Patriots are back. My Ravens are getting their teeth kicked in. They got a 40-burger by Houston.
Hey, Bart, I don't think we got enough time, man, to talk about, bro, they was doing Ray Lewis squirrel dance on the damn side in the damn end zone.
Usually somebody got to die when that happened, and nobody did nothing. Like, you talk about the level of disrespect from Houston. Y'all can't win with more grace than that? Oh, somebody would have got Bobby Boucher right in the middle of their solar plexus. Like, man, that dude, all he tried to do is take the ball away from him. It would have been an all-out skirmish. You've been totally disrespectful right now.
All right, D. Wood, let's get to the Jets. Let's start there.
I tried to stall us as long as I could, D. Wood, but I knew Kurt's going to get us back on schedule.
Well, the problem is that Bart talked about this last week on the defensive side, that it just feels like there is either a lack of communication or lack of understanding, because in some plays they seem to have it together, and then all of a sudden they give up a 60-yard run. What are you seeing?
I just, like, there's a lot of things. I think communication is an issue here with this team. I think coaching scheme is definitely an issue. I mean, think about this, man. The Jets blitz, and for everyone out there, a blitz is more than 4 people, bringing more than 4 people, at the 7th highest rate in the National Football League. But you know their pressure rate when they blitz?
0.
They are dead last. They are dead last in the league. So when they bring their blitz, they are not getting any pressure at all. None. Zero.
I've been saying that. It's like a waste of time.
It's coaching because, listen, you are not fooling anyone. You are not disguising your blitzes. You are not fooling anyone. Everyone can see it. Hell, the Dallas Cowboys yesterday had not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 starting offensive linemen out, and you could not get a sniff on Dak Prescott. A sniff on Dak Prescott. That is absolutely embarrassing for the Jets, especially on the defensive side of the football.
Is this a regression altogether? Are the Jets actually getting worse week to week?
Yes. Listen, compare where we were in week 1, where they lost, but they had every opportunity to win at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers, to where we are right now. They are not competitive. They weren't competitive at all yesterday. At all, against a Dallas Cowboys against a Dallas Cowboys team, that were, again, missing 4 starting linemen, no CeeDee Lamb, and they were playing against one of the worst defenses in the National Football League, and it wasn't even competitive at all. When Breece Hall fumbled going in, I knew at that point, I'm like, it's over. It's over, because the way this team reacts to adversity, it's just a damn shame. And I just don't know. I don't know who the leaders are on this team, who are the vocal leaders, who the leaders behind the scenes, but whoever it is, they are doing a piss-poor job, because this team just looks no energy, nothing.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to ask you. Like, I mean, the thing is, like, we watched the Carolina Panthers beat Miami. We watched Cleveland stay competitive with Minnesota.
We watched the Arizona Cardinals come back for more than 14 points down on the road.
The Titans.
We saw the Tennessee Titans, the Titans come back from 14 points down on the road and beat the Arizona Cardinals.
He can't.
And you mean to tell me that you can't even be competitive against the Dallas Cowboys?
The same team that gave up 530 yards to Russell Wilson. Like, the thing is, like, I know Aaron Glenn says, hey, this is not the same old Jets, but it looks worse.
It looks worse, man.
They have no fight. Like, Breece fumbled the ball. They gave up a 91-yard touchdown drive and then punted, and the bottom fell out and right before the half. Then gave up a big run to Williams and gave up the score again. Like, they have no fight when things go wrong, and that's a sign of a bad team, that things can compile. Nobody can stop the bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's my thing, guys. Here's my thing is, like, you know, we could sit here and pile on Aaron Glenn, and listen, Aaron Glenn, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that he would say that he needs to be accountable for and held to a higher standard. But, guys, at the end of the day, I'm not going to absolve the players because at the end of the day, guess what? Aaron Glenn is on the sideline. The players are on the field. When a guy's going to show any pride, any fight, I don't see any of that out there. Like, from the, it's these so-called good players that the Jets have on their roster, I don't see it. And it just shows up on the TV screen where they're just getting absolutely roughed out there week in and week out. It's embarrassing, man. I hope that someone over there feels embarrassed because as a guy who actively cheers for the Jets and wants the Jets to do well, I'm literally embarrassed for the organization.
And that's the thing. I wasn't absolving any of the players. That's exactly who I'm pointing the finger to, that it compiles that they can't stop the bleeding. It's like, oh, whoa, here we go again. This is, whoa, us. That they can't stop if they're not playing from a lead. If they can't do any of those things, can't get any turnovers, can't compete, can't communicate, right? And I'm speaking more or less on the defensive side of the ball, right, where you put a bunch of your resources. Yeah, you may be missing Jermaine Johnson, but you brought in 2 high-end free agents in Cisco and Stevens. You paid them good money to come in to be better than what they are. And Adams has regressed as well, right? And Sauce, you can say whatever you want about Sauce, and but he suggests that he was supposed to have a safety over the top.
Wait a minute, hold on, Bart. Hold on, let me stop you right there.
I'm not absolving him. I'm sorry.
No. I'm not calling him Sauce anymore. He is now Ahmad. You are Ahmad Gardner. You are Ahmad Gardner until proven otherwise, right? Because he's the one that said, I believe, like right around the draft, that or someone said it to him like he had to earn the nickname, the moniker Sauce. Okay, he did that. He did that early on in his career.
Yeah.
But right now,
you
haven't earned Sauce. You are, to me, you are Ahmad Gardner. I'm going by your government name.
Yeah.
You are Ahmad Gardner.
Yeah, and it's the first time I saw the offensive line struggle a bit. Jermaine Johnson not being healthy, I think, is a trickle-down effect to everything because they get no pressure right now, and that's why they have to blitz. They get no pressure.
Bart, let me ask you, how in the hell do you not have one single turnover? You have not created one single turnover. The Jets are the only team in NFL history to be 0-5 and not have one single turnover. Like, how is this possible? Usually somewhat like a ball, like someone fumbles, you bounce up, like
somebody
that
punch the
happens
ball
all
out.
the time. Like, you have not one single turnover. That is absolutely mind-boggling.
I'm watching on TV. I'm watching up a 30-yard screen to Ferguson. Oh, come on, man. And they fell for the itch screen.
Damian Woody is with us, ESPN NFL analyst. So how about the Giants?
Listen, that Cam Scatterboo fumble, that hurt. That hurt. You know what I mean? Because the Giants were in control of that game. Then that fumble, like, that turned the tide of the game. And then I think the biggest thing with the quarterback, you got to make sure you manage a young quarterback. Okay, the quarterback had a couple turnovers in the game, and so listen, those type of things happen with young players. They make mistakes. Hopefully, you learn from it and move on. But I think the biggest thing, you just got to learn how to manage these young guys, because sometimes these young guys, they don't know what they don't know. They got a lot of energy, but you got to make sure they understand. Like, look, you're the quarterback. Job number one, take care of the football. Make sure you take care of the football. But I think the Giants, listen, it's a learning experience for the Giants. They got some young players playing in critical positions, so hopefully they can learn from it and move on.
But learn from it and move on. They got the Philadelphia Eagles, who just got their ass beat and embarrassed, against the Broncos on a short week. You talk about that. We all know the elephant in the room is, can Jackson Dart do enough to save Daboll from his job? So this isn't like Aaron Glenn, where we know Aaron Glenn's going to be here because he's in a newlywed phase. This is pivotal, critical stuff. This is people are going to get fired stuff when you talk about the Giants. And they couldn't afford to lose and put a bad performance up after putting a good performance up against the Chargers. So that's something that they're going to have to deal with, and they may not realize, like I say all the time, you like your coach, you like your position coach, you like the way practice run, you better win some games because the players are going to be the ones who get you fired.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I agree, man. Like those guys got to go. Ultimately, man, like Brian Daboll's not on the field. As players, players got to be held accountable too. You got to go out there and make things happen, man. So again, I think it's a learning experience that, on the road playing down in New Orleans. You got a taste of being on the road in a hostile environment and short week. And you know what? I would say this. I like the fact that it's a short week because you get to put it behind you real quick. You get to put it behind you real quick and go play a divisional opponent and see what you got.
Philosophically, at this point, should Dart be able to save Daboll's job if he plays well enough? Like, is that a thing that should happen? And it's going to ultimately, one is going to translate into the other, but it feels like with Daboll at this point, Damian, that, I don't know that a rookie quarterback should be able to save him considering what's transpired here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think, there's still a lot of season left. We just entered the month of October. I think the biggest thing is, how's the rookie quarterback looking between now and towards the end of the season? If he's making real meaningful progress and, if they can string together a few wins, I think that's enough, man, because, listen, you don't want to be in a situation like the Chicago Bears where you kind of mixing and matching organization quarterbacks, and then, you're starting over again if it doesn't work. You want to make sure that if the quarterback is showing promise, that you can keep these guys together and hopefully they grow from here.
Well, this has been a real pick-me-up all the way around, hasn't it?
Oh hell yeah! I'm just pissed off right now. I'm in a state of pistivity right now, so I don't know what I'm going to do.
That's a pretty good line. It's a pretty good word. I've never heard that word before, but I like it. It's a state of pistivity. I think that about covers it for everybody right now. We actually had somebody call about the Knicks on October 6th. Can you believe that?
Oh my God, that's what think about it. That's how bad our sports scene is right now. People are like, can we just get to basketball and like hockey like that? It's a damn shame what these two football teams here have done to these fans in the area. Like, they need to get their stuff together.
Well, we'll talk next Monday. Appreciate it, D-Wood.
Oh, my God.
Hopefully the Yankees still playing.
Y'all take it easy, man. Damn.
I'm going to start rooting for the Red Bulls.
Damian Woody, who joins us every Monday at this time on ESPN New York. It's Bart and Carlin. And, look, you can look in every single direction, whether it's the Yankees and what's going on there with just getting their tails kicked this weekend. You can look at what's going on with the Jets, which nothing seems to be changing, which is an incredibly alarming trend, especially when this was not supposed to be a rebuild scenario. If everybody had gone into this season with that understanding, we would not be having the reaction that we are right now. And then with the Giants, look, you went on the road, and I get it. It's never easy to win on the road in the NFL, and you have a rookie quarterback. And last week, you won, you beat the Chargers, and everybody felt good. But then you went down, and you had the lead against the Saints, and you absolutely collapsed and just let them take complete control of the game. And that is a bad football team. That is a bad football team that you let do that. Spencer Rattler, they didn't sack him once. They had 55% pressure and didn't get home once. You're talking about the Jets. How does that happen with the Giants? That's supposed to be the calling card.
Yeah, Brian Burns, Thibodeau. Yeesh. Kellen Moore got some familiarity with that defense.
Whatever it is, they don't know what the hell's going on right now. And all the way around, this frustration level for all three of these teams is reaching a high. At least the Yankees gave you the postseason and then won in the first round. But this absolute tail kicking that they took over the weekend, it couldn't do anything but make me think something was up in Toronto when they're looking around and Max Fried is getting as lit up as he is when the dude's 11-1 after Yankee losses this season with a 1.82.
Yeah, but, statistics are meant to be broken, right? Oh, this guy never loses. You can't bank on that. It seemed like everybody else forgot to show up, too.
Let's hit
like
Kev.
Hitters.
Kev on the island, or Black Kev, as he wants to be called. Hello, Kev.
Black, what's going on? What's going on, Black Chris? White Bart, what's up?
Yeah,
what's
man.
Up?
I'm white because I'm dead inside.
Oh, my God.
I got the chalk sign.
Let me tell you, Damien had it right, man. I'm in a pissed state right now, man. I can't believe what I've been seeing with this nonsense. But today, my issue, in all honesty, I was ripping Darius Slayton a brand new one because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. When you go out there as a wide receiver, and this is the reason why I have zero use for any wide receiver. I would never draft a wide receiver that body catches. I got no use for you. One of my favorite wide receivers of all time for the Giants was always Hakeem Nicks. I love Hakeem Nicks. Catching the ball with his hands. It's a shame that his career was cut short due to those injuries. And even Odell, those big hands, catches with their hands, not with their bodies. I got so aggravated watching this boy not come back and just do his quarterback a favor by coming back and just going up with his hands. And he even said in the newspaper today, it's kind of his fault or whatever that he didn't kind of come back and secure the ball more, go up for the ball. I was like, you know what? That's why. Yes, that's why I'm not going to be sad when you're gone. And as it goes, my final thing is, you know what? Real quick, what would y'all think about next season if the Giants? Because I don't think that Breece Hall is going to be back with the Jets. What would y'all think about Breece Hall to the Giants?
You think Breece Hall gonna sign up? You think Breece Hall gonna sign up to sign up to what he dealing with there? You think you talk about not having a good offensive line?
Yeah.
You think he gonna sign up to go? Oh yeah, we got one receiver and me and nobody else on offense. Yeah, he's not signing up for that. You gonna see Breece Hall on a 1-year prove-it deal or something like that with Kansas City or something like that where he gonna go off for 2,000-3,000 yards or something.
Is this year 3 or year 4?
Year 4.
Yeah. Jets are going to trade him. The Jets are going to trade him.
He's a second-round draft pick, so it's no. You have to franchise tag.
No, you have,
and the franchise tag for running backs is high, right?
Yeah, they're well. It's like the last time I checked, it was like 12, 13 million.
It went up.
They're not doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
But they're gonna trade Breece Hall. That's very clear before.
Breece Hall on the average. I know he fumbled. What did he average? 13 yards a carry yesterday.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, the guy was
every time he get the punt, like.
He was at 10 yards a carry at one point.
And they don't give him – I think he ended at 10 yards. It's the second highest percentage of his career. He was like 14 for 113.
When I watch that guy play, I know how much he can play.
And he had 42 yards of receiving.
But it's so frustrating when you know how good he can be.
It's like watching
it's
like watching Saquon on the Giants.
Yes, it is.
It's like we want to see how good he is.
If he
put him with Baker Mayfield. Put him with anybody.
Can you imagine if Breece Hall was on the Kansas City Chiefs?
My point.
Like if you were the Chiefs and you made the trade for Breece Hall, what that would look like the rest of this season?
I mean,
that would be amazing.
You send him to the Buccaneers. I mean,
I don't know how long Bucky Irving's out for.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying is take your pick.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of places you're like, man, they had Breece Hall now. Hey.
Now, listen, if you added him to that, it would be impressive.
Add him to the Baltimore Ravens, man. But I tell you what all our Jet fans can do out here, man, we know it's football season. It's the best time of the year for everybody but us. You should be out here tailgating, cheering on the team, and moving every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live that way. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and he's dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication, just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that delivers real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck, back, sciatica, joint pain, migraines, nerves, and more with a plan that is customized for you. Same-day or next-day appointments are available. And with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let the pain keep you down. I know. We feel you. Don't let it keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com. Text or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief, not wins. are closer than you think, and it starts today.
Bart Carlin on ESPN New York. Dave in Westchester is next on ESPN New York. Dave, what's up, buddy? Dave.
Dave crying. Like, he's trying to take himself off mute so we don't hear him. Like, he fixing his face, he's blowing his nose, and he's done.
Eddie in Rockland is up next. Eddie, what's going on, dude?
Hey, I almost made the hour and a half mark, man. Thanks.
Well, Eddie, you know, a lot of people wait a long time, so we do the best we can here.
It's been busy.
I appreciate you hanging in with us.
All right, as long as you acknowledge.
Okay.
But on the Giants and the Jets, until they buck up and be in the top 5 of paying coaches, they're always going to be at the bottom. You can't be paying guys. They could have had Peyton. They could have had the guy who went to they don't even interview these guys.
What, McCarthy?
You know why? Because they don't care. You can't ask for top product with the worst coaches in the NFL.
Well, they wanted Vrabel. They wanted Vrabel, but Vrabel used them just to kind of get back to the Patriots.
But then, Bart, they're not paying $14 million. They're not paying. When was the last time Giants probably the Jets did a little bit, but when was the last time the Giants bucked up and paid someone that was above the top 12, was in the top 10 or 12 of the NFL in coaching and salary?
Well, certainly they were paying Tom a lot of money toward the end. They were paying.
Well, don't worry.
Not paying him to come in.
Don't worry. Bill Belichick might pay you to coach next year.
Yeah.
Y'all been wanting that dream scenario.
The Giants are never. He's right about this. The Giants are never going to go out and get a coach where they have to give up draft picks and give the coach a ton of money.
Correct.
Like, that's not going to happen. But that's not the definitive reason that they're not winning.
Yeah.
No, that's absolutely not it. Look, would I like to see somebody who's got some experience, who knows what the hell they're doing? Absolutely. But it doesn't mean you have to go like Ben Johnson getting $14 million a year. Do you think like the Bears feel like they're getting their money's worth at the moment? I don't know. He's been okay.
They're kind of in between.
Yeah, they're in between. We'll see how that works out. But the guy never coached before. Listen, I don't think those numbers, first of all, are as readily available as you're talking about. When it comes to NFL coaches, you don't hear it very often how much they're making. And secondly, I don't think that's the reason. I don't have that as the reason at all. It's Bart Carlin, 880 ESPN, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York app. Don't forget about the YouTube page as well. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. How did the Yankees bounce back out of the mess that was this weekend? And do you have any spirit left if you're a football fan in New York? It's Bart Carlin on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app.
Monday on Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg, the Yankees are on the brink of elimination.
If the Yankees are going to win the series, they have to win a game in Toronto, and that's been something that has absolutely eluded them all year.
The Giants lost thanks to 5 turnovers against the Saints, and the Jets are the last winless team in football. Has there been a worse weekend in New York sports recently? Don, Hahn, and Rosenberg today at 3 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
The FanDuel Sportsbook app is your home for all your favorite NFL bets. From yards to touchdowns to who will win, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Just visit FanDuel.com/Rick to bet on the game. Tonight, FanDuel is giving all customers a 30% profit boost token. That's right. You can get in the action with a 30% profit boost token this Monday night. So make FanDuel your go-to app for any snap. Play your game with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. Opt-in required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable profit boost tokens. Restrictions do apply, including any token expiration and max wager amount. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
You know so much about who you are. But do you know what makes your body your body? With over 100 lab tests and insights, Function can help you know the truth. Because you know you're made of grit, wit, and a good heart. But just how healthy is that heart? You know you're made up of all the places you've called home. You know you're made of your mom's sarcasm. And now you can find out if you have her thyroid too. You know you're made of college all-nighters and 30s early-nighters. But those still don't explain your sleep issues. You know that you're made up of good meals with even better conversation. But are you actually absorbing those nutrients? A Function membership gives you a comprehensive health check with results tracked over time. Find out what you're made of at functionhealth.com.
Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's CARS with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids, KARS Cars for Kids, 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
The Association on Aging in New York is celebrating the 60th anniversary of the Older Americans Act, which funds vital programs for millions of older adults. Services include meals, transportation, home care, Medicare counseling, case management, and caregiver support. Today, people are uncertain whether some programs remain available. We can help. To learn more about these essential programs and how to keep them, visit our website at agingny.org. Sponsored by the Association on Aging in New York.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Rich Eisen here. As you all know, I care deeply about pediatric cancer research and awareness. That's why I'm proud to talk about Hyundai Hope on Wheels. For over 27 years, every Hyundai sold has helped fund life-saving pediatric cancer research. Together with over 850 dealers nationwide, they've raised more than $277 million, supporting over 25,000 kids in their fight against cancer. At Hyundai, hope isn't optional. It comes standard. Visit HyundaiUSA.com and search Hyundai Hope on Wheels to learn more.
Listen, I get it. You might think it's irresponsible to even suggest it, but when I see the Blue Jays taking these massive hacks over the weekend, like they know what's coming.
It's called scouting.
It might be that. It might be that. It might be Fried tipping his pitches.
They had a whole
week.
Be
something.
They had a whole week to watch, Curious. I'm sorry.
I understand. No, it's okay.
Look at Tom. Tom is seething.
Tom
gave me that Michael Myers look. Tom gave me that Michael Myers look.
Well, I want to go back a little bit. This is John Schneider talking about the Yankees, and this is back at the beginning of September. It was the one game, by the way, that the Yankees actually beat the Blue Jays in Toronto. Like I think they lost 7 of 8 there.
Yeah, they're relaying. Yeah, they're good at it. Max has got to be a little bit better. It was obvious in the changeups. Rice just missed the one, foul homer, and it's fair game. The whole Major League Baseball knows the Yankees are good when they got something. I'm not the only one that's going to say it. Maybe I'm the only one that's going to say it publicly, but we got to do a better job of making sure we're not giving anything away. So at the end of the day, you got to be tight. You got to make pitches. But yeah, it was pretty clear Bellinger was giving it to Judge, and Judge was giving it to Rice. Yeah.
Okay, so that was going on, and I don't deny it, and I don't have an issue with it if it's going on in the context of the game. If guys are on second base and trying to signal as to what pitch is coming, absolutely. I have no issue with that. Where I have an issue is, like, I'm looking at a few different players over the weekend just teeing off against different pitchers like they know what's coming. So that's what kind of just raised my eyebrow, because Fried is 11-1 with a 1.82 ERA and 16 starts for the Yankees after they lose a game. So he's who you want out there yesterday.
So Screwball, I'd be saying that because he got hit and he never gets hit. Gave up 2 meatballs yesterday.
No, listen, it's possible that they just had bad days. But the Blue Jays were an outstanding team at home. They were the second best team in baseball and the number 1 team in the American League at home. Since late August, they're 14-7 at home, getting 6 runs a game. Scored 120 runs since late August in like 12 home games.
Right.
Just an absurd number, or 18 home games, excuse me.
But we had Buster on earlier, right? And he was talking about how they put the ball in play. So instead of putting the ball in play, they actually put the ball over the fence. But, they put the ball in play at a high level, higher than anybody, right? They're a team that makes contact.
So here is Buster from when he was on with DiPietro and Rothenberg earlier this morning on this very topic.
Max Fried just got lit up last night. I mean, he was terrible. Aaron Boone acknowledged after the game that his command wasn't at its best. Hunter felt like his stuff was still really good, but, man, they were on everything to the point that I'm sure that the Yankees are asking questions coming out of that game like, okay, what is he giving away? How is he tipping pitches? How were they on everything that he threw? He would throw a breaking ball, 75-mile-per-hour curveball, they were on it. He was throwing his fastball 95 miles per hour, they were on it. And even after he left the game, they were on everything that Will Warren was facing. The idea that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would get to that fastball 96 miles per hour in off the plate, he had to have been anticipating it. And why was that? I'm sure that, all the pitching minds that the Yankees have in their organization last night were trying to figure out what happened. And I do think we got to give credit to the Blue Jays offense, which is really underrated because they don't hit home runs in the volume that the Yankees do. They don't have the future Hall of Famers necessarily that the Dodgers do, but it's a team that led the majors in on-base percentage. They had the lowest strikeout rate in baseball. They constantly come at you by putting the ball in play, better than any other team. And so they're a very good offensive team, and Max Fried had a terrible game.
Look, all true. But you listen to the middle of what he's saying.
Okay.
And
both can be true, though.
Yes, that's very true. They might be getting tipped to pitches from something that Fried is doing, but as he pointed out, it happened with Warren right after it too.
My point. So if that's the case, how can they be getting the signals for both 2 pitchers?
Well,
they got two different people.
On at home?
They 2 different people.
Okay, but is there something going on at home? Because I look at their home numbers offensively, and they led the American League in runs scored at home, and they scored 65 more runs at home during the regular season. And then if you just add the last 2 days, which is only 2 more games than the regular season, they scored 88.
Yeah.
88 more. They led the American League in OPS at home, 50 points better than their number on the road. Average led the American League 270. On base, led the American League 340, all at home. So when I see all of the home numbers and I see what they've been lately, yeah, I'm going to raise an eyebrow to what's going on.
So they got
Do I have any evidence? No, I don't have evidence.
So they have something on every team then.
When your numbers are that good at home, is something going on? I'll raise an eyebrow to it.
This is what I'm trying to understand. So you're telling me that they have a system that they can learn every team's language, signals, whatever they're saying in the comm. I'm sure they have different words for stuff as they got different, throw this, throw that, 4-3 number systems. You mean to tell me they got that on everybody,
including
the Yankees?
How would I know? All I can use is I can look at the aggressive way that they're swinging the bat.
Yes.
I can look at what the numbers are telling me, and it makes me curious. That's the only thing I'll say about it.
But it suggests home and away that
it suggests that maybe at home they have a way of doing it at home.
Right, but on the road they still are one of the best on field on
still
base
very
percentage.
Good team.
Right, on base percentage they still do that better almost than anybody, even away and home. They just do it better at home.
They do it better at home.
They only can cheat a little bit on the road.
They
got their mobile unit.
When it's 50 points better in OPS on the road than at home.
Rather
at home than on the road. It's going to raise my eyebrow. That's all I'm saying.
Does Canada have like their own satellite that they can let the Toronto Blue Jays tap into to look from space about what's going on?
I don't think the
Macron?
The pitches are getting sent over in French.
Okay.
Put it that way. Because it's Toronto. But my point is that it makes me at least wonder what's going on here if it's against all these pitchers and they hit them for 23 runs in 2 days.
So what did the Yankees hit their pitcher for?
They after Yasavage came out of the game, that dude was tremendous.
What did they do with Yasavage? Because
Nothing.
at that point,
that was about
Toronto
Yasavage.
can't do nothing about that.
That was about Yasavage.
Okay.
Yasavage was great.
So we're giving the Toronto some credit today.
I'm giving them a lot of credit. All I'm saying is that when I see that and I see the way they swing the bats, it makes me like you can watch a guy at the plate and know when he takes a massively big cut. And like,
but to Buster's,
that's interesting.
But to our Carlos point early, he missed a meatball earlier before the one off the base hit. So if he would have knew that,
there's no doubt that you still have to do it.
He would have served up the meatball.
There's no doubt that you still have to do it. All I'm saying is it made me think about it at least. That's all. I have no evidence. I will not sit here and accuse anybody of anything. All I'll say is it's just, hey, I put a bunch of stuff together and it's circumstantial, but you can't convict on circumstantial evidence, right? There's a reason for that.
What I wish is that Fried will come out and say it then. Snyder didn't care.
So here's what Fried said.
Don't be passive-aggressive.
Here's what Fried said. The first thing that Fried said was, I pride myself on keeping them off balance, in other words, opponents, off balance, and they were not off balance enough at all. They were not off balance at all.
So he's never had a bad game before.
No, didn't say that. He just said in this game they weren't off balance, and then he said this.
They obviously had a really good approach. They were on a lot. They're on a lot of my pitches, and credit to them. I didn't get it done. It's frustrating, especially.
They were on a lot of my pitches.
Yeah, you ain't hear the
Listen,
Reds.
He's not accusing.
You didn't hear the Red Sox say, "Hey, that fourth inning, man. I don't know how they knew what we was throwing." But, man, they sure lit our ass up. Everybody was getting hits.
We finish with you, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Am I nuts? Am I the jerk for even suggesting that something nefarious might be happening? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe I am.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah.
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors.
Mommy, can you open this,
All right,
please?
hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are they will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Ballybet Sportsbook. Yo, Ballybet stacked for football season. When it comes to sportsbook apps, it's undefeated. Ballybet. Check out that brand new parlay zone. Here's the kickoff. Build your bets and place them right on your phone. What? Live bets, daily boosts, and promos. Increase your odds so you can win more dough. Touchdown! Ballybet's the play. Make game day more fun and download it today. Must be 21 plus, New York only. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY. Ballybet Sportsbook and Casino. Download it.
Did you know you can get more with New York Lottery Plus? You pulling my leg? No, seriously. Just enter scratch off and draw game tickets and get more points. Pulling a fast one? No. And you can put your points towards chances to win gift cards, cash prizes, and more.
Is this a stunt?
No, you even get points for playing new games.
You're pulling my chain, aren't you?
No.
Pulling my finger?
What? No, man, put that thing away.
Sorry.
Introducing New York Lottery Plus. Download the app, sign up, get more. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Getting the right mattress helps you sleep at night. Getting the right price helps you sleep even better. At PC Richard & Son, they don't just sell you a mattress. Their experts use a 4-step fitting process to make sure your new bed fits you perfectly. The right fit, the right price, plus free delivery. It's what they do, only at PC Richard & Son. Free delivery on mattresses $199 and up. Excludes Manhattan. See stores for details.
Coach Saban here, and let me tell you, every second matters. Preparation is everything, and that's why I trust Kidde Smoke Alarms.
And as North America's #1 home fire safety brand, they're built to respond over 25% faster to smoke detection. Kidde helps protect what matters the most. Find it at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. #1 claim based on total household installations as of December 2023. 29% faster average smoke detection based on internal testing of smoldering wood fires for Kidde 9th edition versus leading competitor 8th edition products.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, let's do it. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York app, over on YouTube as well. We'll get some of the comments in, including Slow Burner, who's a Blue Jays fan. It's over for the Yankees tomorrow night. Mark Goldstein, Toronto uses Bluetooth. Each player knows what's coming. Listen, I wouldn't put anything past anybody at any time. I really wouldn't. The way things are these days, everybody doing everything they can for an advantage in any way possible. I wouldn't put anything past anyone, and I don't think it's absurd to even think about any of that. Let's go to
Elon Musk is helping Canada. They use Starlink. They pay money for Starlink. Starlink is available in Canada.
Rough go for our friend here, Tessa in Caldwell. What's up, Tess?
Listen, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm 21 seconds away from bashing my head against the wall again. But the Yank, I don't even understand why the heck their sack shrivels up every time it's time to show up. Like, it was so embarrassing by them. And then with the Giants, we need help. Why can't they make in-game adjustments? And why can't they do it at halftime? What is wrong with everybody? They dismantled us the second. It's like, hey, guys, guess what? Let's do something that most teams supposed to do. This is what the Saints are thinking. Let's just make in-game adjustments. Oh, and by the way, because we know Shane Bowen's an idiot, let's put Tyler Newman on the fastest man in the planet, and let's let this safety guard him. Like, what is wrong with them? It is definitely a culture that you can't put up all those points and against Dallas. You can't do the defense showing good sparks against the Chargers, Leslie, and then come with this. The talent is there. It's just like the leadership is not. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this was such an embarrassing weekend across the board for New York sports. Like, I'm sick of this. Like, I'm so tired. Like, I don't even understand. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I feel for the Jets fans, too. Like, this is embarrassing. And listen,
Did you watch
all
the
I'm saying
Yankees?
is this.
Did you watch the Yankees?
Yeah, you was talking
I
about that.
did, and I was ready to jump out the window like 60 times. They keep shriveling. Like, let the stack hang and do what you got to do. Listen, all I'm saying is this, Bart. They have the sparks of being a great defense. What are some of these calls and schemes they're doing? Like, I just don't understand it. And then it's like Shane Bowen can never make adjustments. Same thing with Mike Kafka. Where are the adjustments? You know you don't have Malik, and I feel terrible for that. Where are they?
Well,
you go down the field. Oh, I hate it. I can't take it.
I'm sure Kellen Moore knew what things gave the Giants problems because he was the offensive coordinator last year in Philadelphia. So I'm sure he came in prepared knowing what their principles and rules were, right? And it's up to you to make sure you adjust, during the fly. And they weren't able to do it. And they had the turnovers they compiled, and they're not good enough, no team is good enough to really come back and from 5 turnovers, especially the turnovers that give up touchdowns, right? When you talk about the fumble, scatterboo, you talk about the big play. Like when you have those type of things, those issues that happen, that's what, you can't overcome those. Not good enough.
No, and where they are right now, it's not even just about adjustments. What really frustrates me with both of these teams is there was supposed to be some progress of some sort. Like the Giants defense, did we take for granted that it was going to be good? It kind of feels like we did because they haven't been. They haven't been very good. They've shown flashes at times, but they haven't been consistent. The Jets defense, exactly the same thing. How about Saeed? He's in Bayonne. Saeed, what's up? You're next on ESPN New York. What do you got?
Hey, guys. Long-time Jets suffering fan. A couple of years that were most fun was when Bart was on the team, and Bart, I'm a great fan of yours.
Thank you.
But you've always been on point regarding the Jets defense. I'm just wondering why you're not on their defensive coaching staff, because I think you have a lot to offer.
Yeah, I'll maybe consider that in 5 years or something like that. When my kids are gone and done with school, I may get into the. Right now, I'm an agent, man.
Can I remind you, you're also a talk show host?
Yeah, I'm an agent and a talk show host. So that's what I'm saying. I got 5 years.
And I gotta add a point about the Yankees, a point and counterpoint for Chris, because I kind of, they have these headsets now, right? So the calls are getting into the pitcher or what pitch to pitch, I guess.
Yeah.
So why can't anybody just, dial into that frequency that they're sending the things on?
You don't think that's the first thing that they? You don't think that's the first thing that they put in and implemented? Like when they made walkie-talkies or frequencies or things like that. It'd be funny, like if you get it, but because they got accents, you don't understand what they're saying. They got their own language, own swag. Like listen to 4 brothers talking, they talking in their lingo. You like, yeah, what they say? I don't know.
Listen, all I'll say is this, okay? With steroids, they're always one step ahead. That's all I'm saying. They're always one step ahead of the testing.
So they got the Canadian Elon helping them out.
No, I don't know if they have the Canadian Elon helping them out, but I don't know what to make of it when it's so stark. That's all.
They got nanobots and stuff like that.
I'm not making any direct accusations. I am only suggesting it so as to provide an entertaining sports radio topic. Phil in Atlantic City is next, listening on ESPN New York in the app. What's up, Phil?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Carlin, they definitely cheated you onto something for sure. But I wanted to talk about
You said it, I didn't.
I wanted to talk about the Jets because I just want to know who's to blame for the over-evaluation or improper evaluation, because the offensive line is good, but you have a quarterback that holds the ball too long. You got rid of a quarterback that gets rid of the ball, a defense that can't tackle. The Javonte Williams run was an embarrassment. And then I also question, what was the plan all along? Was it to be this bad, to get picks? Well, what do you think? I don't understand.
No, because they have enough talent. 3 or 4 players changes everything. The problem is 2 of their best players got hurt immediately, and we couldn't see what they were going to be with Vera Tucker or what they were going to be with Jermaine Johnson. All right, and then your best, most reliable player gets hurt, and Quincy Williams, and so now you got rookies out there playing linebacker. They don't know what the hell they doing.
How much better would this be?
You saw the Ravens, right? Everybody know that's one of the best ran organizations in football. They look like a shell of themselves with their injuries, right?
Oh, okay, but are we going to blame it completely on the injuries with the Jets?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
It's a matter of injury and scheme, and not having a culture, and the game plan hasn't been embedded. Nobody knows, right? So listen, when you got a first-year coach, your starters barely know the system as they're learning. Your backups got no chance because they get half the reps, none of the attention, and when the season starts, they spend most of their time on scout team, doing the other team's plays and stuff like that. Now you can overcome this when you have a team like the Bucks that have been in the same system for 4 or 5 years. You lose everybody, but everybody there knows the system and knows the adjustments, and you can coach them hard too. Like, you got to scale everything back when you get in your first year system, and then now you going out there and nobody knows the system, and nobody knows the depth of the system, the principles, the adjustments, because they haven't been around it.
The Jets killed Carl and a little bit of the Knicks.
That's what it feels like. We had a lot of people today who were just up against it. I mean, Ira was actually talking about possibly not renewing. He was actually talking about that. Ira, of all people. It's Bart Carlin. Better come back with a W from London.
Man.
Up in just moments, we have the great Michael Kay, who will try to hopefully enlighten us as to what's happening here with the Yankees. Me, obviously, I've said my piece.
Did you order core red, Michael? You're damn right, order core red.
23 runs in 2 games. Oofa. Taking awfully big swings. Almost like they knew it was coming. I don't want to make any accusations, but, I just try to put 2 and 2 together. Michael Kay is next on ESPN New York.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Brad's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to